switch off the old green screen. Oh,
Good. I've seen all the escorts and of everything and all that. Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the live watch along. We've got Rob and minus his dog. We've got
No,
our good
he's
friend
there, Cabby. He's under the desk.
our good friend Scotty from Through Black and White Eyes are joining us, and Malta Singh, who's the sponsor of our channel, the Mackham Shop, is at the Fans Museum today.
This is the Fans Museum. Great place to come. If you're a Sunderland fan, Fans Museum, you've got to get yourself down here. It's great on a match day, on a pre-match, or even just during the week. There's so much stuff in here that you're going to see. Obviously, it's all Sunderland. It's just got great stuff in here. I mean, you've just got a load of signed shirts, signed balls, just loads of like one-off stuff, pictures, obviously, flags, and the people are nice as well. You've got your badge display over here, which is just great. The German Black Cats, no blood on our hands. That's obviously aimed at the Newcastle fans there. Here's another part of the Fans Museum. Great display. But yeah, Bobby Kerr, he's here today as well at the Fans Museum. He's in another one of the rooms.
Oh,
it's a great place. He is. I'll go through the way. Bobby is.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and it's a great venue as well. So you can actually even book it for conferences and events and weddings and receptions and everything as well. Here's another one of the rooms here. There you go. The one and only, the legend, Bobby Kerr. Bobby, wave, do the wave. Yeah. That's enough. Head nod down, you're going to get. From Bobby. Yeah, so the lads. You're right there. You're on the back of the cabby. Oh, I love that t-shirt, by the way. Absolutely love that t-shirt. Yours is all right, but his is better, like.
Absolutely class.
Yeah, so it's a lot of atmosphere here today. Filled up. It's great, and looking forward to the game now. To be honest, just waiting 15 minutes left for kickoff. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, trying to get a commentary because it's not on safc.com.
Oh,
it's not on saf.com.
It's a nightmare.
Oh, well, actually, Rob, now that you live in the north of England, you'll be able to pick it up on BBC Radio Newcastle on FM and DAB.
What's the radio?
Oh, yeah, BBC Radio The Visitors. Or actually, it could just be The Home Team. BBC Radio The Home Team.
Oh, it's mad that the Sunderland website keeps screwing up all the time with these commentaries, man. It's ridiculous. These big games, and whoever's doing the admin or the website.
So you know why? I think actually, you will get the full commentary on Radio 5 Live.
It's not on 5 Live.
We've got the commentary.
It's not. It's Talk Sport.
Oh, is it Talk Sport? Oh, well, then you can pick up Talk Sport. You can pick up Talk Sport, Rob.
Yeah, I'll have a look. I think I've got it set up on.
I hate Talk Sport, because I mean they're just anti-Sunderland. They always have been. Oh dear me. But
so I'm doing a nice ice cold Coke Zero.
Oh yeah.
And it's waiting for the game. Everybody's in pretty good spirits. Bit of nervousness, obviously it's the pre-match derby nerves. Rob, what you made of the starting lineup for Sunderland?
It's all right. I mean, Ballard's out, obviously, and we've got Onion in. That's potential. That's a little bit of a potential red card there, one thinks. But otherwise, get through to Alderete, Hume, Xhaka, Siddiqui, Diarra. It's Regan, Brobby, and Talby. It's fairly standard. The only real change is Onion in for Ballard. We've got Ronaldo, Sirkin, Mukiele, Lafay, and two of the Joneses on the suspense, along with my Ender and Isidore. So
Would
yeah,
you not have went with Ronaldo instead of 09 and maybe shuffled a bit of the back four?
yeah, possibly. But I mean, Ronaldo's coming back from injury. Mukiele's coming back from injury. Lafay's coming back from injury. So, you know, maybe they haven't got a full game in them, but they've got a part game in them.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? What I'm hoping is that we can get through the first half, right? Unscathed. Hopefully, a couple of Newcastle players are on yellow cards, and then second half, you know, get those reinforcements on. Maybe even, you know, get Lafay on at half time, depending on how Riggy's doing, or, you know, depending on where he wants to put him in the centre of midfield or out on the left. But Riggy could be having the game of his life. You know, he deserved to start today. He really deserved to start today. As long as the side turn up, you know, that's all I'm looking for. And Scotty, what do you make of the Newcastle side? No surprises?
No surprises for me, mate. No. Walter Marder back in the midfield. I think he could do some damage. He looked better.
Which end though, Scotty?
Hey, he's still 12-1 to score for Sunderland.
You know, I think he can do. I think he can do a number in them pockets of space. He's good with his feet. I just worry, is there a lag from Barcelona? That's me worry.
I'm hoping so.
I think, I know you've just said there you want to get to half time. I've got a funny feeling Eddie Howe's plan won't want to let you get to half time at 0-0. He's going to want to come out the blocks fast.
Well, you see, that's the Newcastle from last season. The out the blocks fast. They catch teams out, you know, when they're sort of still asleep.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what, you know, we haven't got Ballard in. So for me, that, you know, any defence without Ballard for Sunderland, it is a weakness. So I hope we can weather that early storm.
Yeah, a lot of the Newcastle fans are 100% confident. I've been reading on social media that they reckon it'll be 3-0, 4-0 at half time. That's how confident they are.
Oh, I mean,
do you know what it is? Unfortunately, they have got it in them, right?
They have, yeah.
They have got it in them, right? Our defence sort of has got it in them to be 3-0 down at half time as well. But which was the game that we were 3-0 down at half time? Was that Man City?
Yes.
Right.
Was it?
And we've not conceded more than 3 goals in any game this season, which is amazing for a newly promoted 2 seasons fresh out of League One side, right? With defenders who have been on the journey, 2 defenders from League One. And then 09, another defender from League One as well. So keep passing in. So, you know, I think if it's 2-0 and we'll look like we're just going to be bleeding, we'll just do a full low block. You know, outside of possession of the ball, we'll just do a full low block. And it'll just be, just like we did against Man United, it'll be the sticky plaster to make sure we don't lose anymore. We might not do anything up front unless we get like a corner. But again, without Ballard up front from corners, you know, that makes a big change for Sunderland as well. You know, there's an attacking threat as well as a defensive threat as well. And obviously, Newcastle got 6'6" Byrne and Voldemort at corners, you know, and who's our tallest player? 6'3". Right, you know, and you know they do target that height advantage. It's like Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal is not the height advantage; it is the precision of the corners, right, and all of the different corner routines they've got. And that's somewhere where we have been sort of lacking this season, defensively and attacking from corners and not making not taking that advantage, like Arsenal do, like, Man United do, who else is it? I think it might be one of the European sides who've got like 17 goals from set pieces, probably Barcelona. Or Real Madrid. But yeah, I think we've got to just make sure no daft mistakes first 20 minutes and start to frustrate the Newcastle crowd as well, like we did with Leeds, and then we take it from there.
Do you not think you'll start with a low block though, Malta?
Oh no, we'll have to start with a low block, sorry. We totally have to start with the low block. I'm expecting Jose Mourinho to have...
That's my biggest worry.
I'm thinking we're going to
go to a low block.
6-3-1. Because you can't play against the low block. But the thing is, when we defend too deep, it then opens us up as well. And that's what's happened this season a couple of times, where we've defended too deep. And then it's basically asking sides to come at us. And then, again, daft mistakes. Again, we'll all say little nine because he does it. He's got history of doing it this season and in previous seasons. Conceding daft free kicks and then conceding a goal from there, or daft corners and conceding from there as well. Unfortunately, we do that when there's a little bit of panic sets in. I'm really looking for Xhaka to captain the defence, play that almost in front of the back 4-5 sweeper role as well.
Xhaka seems massively pumped up. Like, I mean, I've been seeing his post. I know it's what you do on the pitch that matters. Like, but you can see in his eyes, like he's hungry. He's driven.
Did you watch his interview?
I did. Yeah, I did watch his interview.
I mean, that's emotional. Yeah. And then again, because I've not been able to sleep all week, as most Sunderland fans, I've been watching loads of stuff from previous as well. And there was a video that his wife had put on that, when he loses, he can't sleep and he's upset for days, right? So he's going to be hurting just from the Brighton defeat alone, and then today, it's like, he's going to have everybody, geared up for the game. That was leadership qualities, without a doubt. He took Bayer Leverkusen to the first ever league title, and they won the double, and they lost in the UEFA Conference League, or the Europa League final. That's of leadership quality completely at the front there. So
that's a bit copycat. That's a bit copycat. That's T4.
Now, boys. Now.
Well, what's the T4?
It's a large magpie with a hat on, with a top hat.
Oh, like Shearer wears a hat.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Because there was. All right. Okay. What that pop meant to say?
Say that again, Malta.
Above the Gallagher's, there's like some sort of certain blurred text. What's that meant to say?
I can't say it at the minute because they've got a stupid fan analysis thing on Sky. They've literally covered the display with fan analysis on Sky.
Yeah. That was at my request. That was at my request.
Fed up of what? Honest to God, if Sky could do us dirty, they really will. Anything to do us dirty.
What have they done? I've missed that. Sorry.
So Sky's put a massive, the fan analysis bloody thing that they have on every day.
Aye.
They've literally put a massive box on the telly as the display is being shown. Do you know what it is? They do my head in.
Oh.
Anything they can do to spoil a display from the northeast, I'm going to say the northeast, they will do it.
What do you mean, like a graphic on the screen they've put up?
Yeah.
They just think.
That's what I was saying when you were saying there's the T4, and I was saying what really T4 like to say is that fan analysis, but because nobody really wanted to see it, apart from maybe in Saudi Arabia and that.
I just think Sky are on it. They just look after themselves, Sky, don't they?
Because Sky hates Sunderland. side of very much, if you choose between the two, it is very much Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle have had a lot of very. There's a senior, there's a very senior person up in Sky. I won't mention his name. You know, and that's why Newcastle get a lot of Sky games. You know, but so Botman and Byrne was your centre half. First time I've seen the Newcastle lineup actually on screen.
Aye, well, I mean, the Newcastle, they've got the flags waving the usual display, similar to what Sunderland do, the black and white stripes. I've yet to see the teeth. I presume it's a magpie or something or other.
Yeah, it's a magpie with the top hat on.
Zero wearing a pattern.
I'm sure underneath the magpie there was that guy with the sunglasses holding them up the teeth or with a big sign saying "Head stuff the Geordies."
Aye, that's the Geordies.
Oh, at least he's immortalised himself. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
if you're wondering on the chat why there's no commentary in the background, because the SAFC are doing what they usually do and screw it up as usual, and there's no
Come and see Stuart.
getting no sound on there.
See.
I just want to say a quick hello to people
website.
in the chat. I've not mentioned 3-star Reds. Very good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever. Good luck today against Spurs, mate. Hello to Dak. Hello to Sharon. Hello to Paul Pope, Alex James, Aidan. Hello to BJS. Where we are. Hello, Jonathan. Mark, how are you doing? Hello, Maureen Johnson. Says Sky is rubbish. Turn the commentary off. Hello to Beaconsfield Mackham, Ken Udale. Hello to Kingfisher. And you listen to the Mac and Cabby channel. You've got Malta Singh from the fan zone. You've got our good friend of the channel, Scotty from Through in Black and White Eyes. You've got Bounty the dog and his guest, Rob. All joining us today.
He's there, honest. On the floor.
He's on the floor. He's gonna sleep through it. So I'm trying to get the commentary on in the background.
Right,
so,
lads, I'll catch you at half time.
Okay, Malta, you enjoy it, mate. Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy Malta.
Can you, mate?
Right.
And there's a Malta. I think Scotty must be on the phone.
Welcome to the regions capital. You've been gone for so long. That's one of the T4s. Welcome to the regions capital. You've been gone for so long.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh dear, mate. No, and Sunderland FC. Does Newcastle United's website do anything as stupid as this? Like screw up on the commentary, like don't get the commentary on or the muck about. Do they do anything like that?
Every now and again it seems to happen, but they are pretty good, like I must admit. Yeah, we are getting better, I think. There's still room for improvement.
Even though Granit Xhaka is stood.
I mean,
I want to see the scoreboard. I want to see the scoreboard at St James's Park to see what they've called us.
We don't do that type of thing.
I mean, honestly, what is? Let us know when we've kicked off, lads. If you're thinking, because I can press play because I've got no commentary up at the minute. I just click this.
We've kicked off.
We've kicked off, have we?
Yeah.
So if you want to chat amongst yourselves, I'm going to try and do a Dicky report and see if I can get something going on in the background, but I doubt it.
Couple of feet.
So just bear with us 2 seconds. They do this all the time, don't they, Rob?
Yeah.
Local radio.
No, and it's not on BBC. It's annoying, isn't it? The fact, like, you know, the biggest game of the season, and you can't even listen to it on BBC Radio. It's absolutely astounding. But it's all about rights. Talk Sport have got it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Leeds game last night?
I did, yeah.
Did you see when the Leeds game had finished?
What was all that about?
They bypassed our game. They didn't even mention our game at all. Did you not notice?
Ridiculous.
They talked about Tottenham. They talked about everybody else barring us.
Rebel squadron attack.
Shocking.
Oh no!
John, are you playing with the kids' Star Wars?
I'm just come on, Sunderland. I mean, I've messaged Sunderland FC on Twitter. They're usually pretty good at responding. Oh, honestly, they did it with all the big games. They screw up with the commentary all the time with the big games, and I don't know why.
It's just poor.
It's very poor.
Oh, Harvey Barnes is in.
Dead ball line, taking on Head Trouder. He'll poke it towards the dead ball line, and that's the first corner. No, it isn't. He's given a goal kick, Anthony Taylor.
Well, Joe,
At least we're not
Newcastle have
wearing the
settled
black
into the
strip
game a
today,
lot
guys.
better than what Sunderland have. Sometimes the frustration when you see
I have
somebody
got
like
that
Harvey
many
Barnes,
windows
he had
open at
two
the minute.
opportunities there. It's early on in the game with his left foot, just to put the
So
ball
let
into
us
the
know
area,
in the
whether it's a
chat,
back
folks,
cross
if
or not.
you can hear
Ask
everything.
the
I've got the
question.
levels right. You can
Sunderland
hear us all.
goalkeeper Elborg,
I'm
ask the
not
question
too
at
loud or
two
whatever.
centre-half. Do you want to defend? Do you want to clear your
But I will
lines?
keep refreshing the
That was a
Sunderland
let-off for
commentary, see if I can get that up and running.
Sunderland, who are unbeaten in their last 10 league games against Newcastle, winning 7 of 8. That is across 2 spells in the top division and under 6 different managers, would you believe it? Of course, Régis Lebris, who won his
Well, we're
first
doing
ever
all right so
Tideway
far.
derby
0-0, 2 minutes
by
gone.
0-0
Yep,
in December.
keep it that way.
Newcastle
I'll be happy,
maybe
man.
the faster start. Hall surging down the near side to left. Early cross. Ilanga's header!
Oh, he's a
over
positive
the top.
boy.
My goodness me!
Oh,
There late,
oh.
Ilanga powered it over
Ilanga.
the bar, 0-0.
Yeah, as Mickey was just sort of saying, Harvey Barnes had an opportunity to put it in. He didn't. Hall does. He whips
What a
one in, and
ball.
Langa comes from nowhere. It's a
Aye, they're up
fantastic
for it,
header.
aren't they?
I'm thinking it's in, but it's just over the bar. And it's weird as well, because I was looking at his stats before the game. In 26
Bloody
games, he
rest, man.
hasn't scored a
Get the
Premier
bloody
League
thing
goal.
off.
I don't think I'm
I wish
looking at
they'd
the
get rid
stats.
of
I'm
it.
thinking that can't be right. But he nearly got his
Aye,
first
he's a good
one
player,
there.
that
That would
Alanga,
have been
isn't
a
he?
fantastic start.
Great ball, isn't it?
He's come into his
So
own,
there's the
definitely.
difference. A fullback
I think
who
we'll
just
see
wants
more
to
of
put
him
the
next
ball in the
season.
area. Instead of Harvey
Once
Barnes
Eddie
wanting
gets
to
him on
jump
the
back
training field a
onto
bit
his
more.
favoured right foot, but an incredible run from Alanga, finding his form as a Newcastle shirt eventually.
He certainly is. After 2 goals in Barcelona in midweek, of course, it all fell apart for Newcastle in the Champions League in the
Is there
end.
anything coming
But
up, Rob, on the
this, you could argue,
SCFC.com?
a perfect game in which to
Absolutely
try
not,
and
mate.
bounce back.
Is there nothing on at all?
Sunderland look for Brobby deep inside
Nope.
the Newcastle half. Newcastle in the black and white striped shirt smuggle
I'm
the ball
logged
away.
in.
Only as
Just
far as
not
Brobby,
coming
the
up
number
there.
9. Good ball in field by Talby. Diarra tries to get to it, poked away by Dan Burn. Ramsey and Xhaka go head to head in the middle of midfield. That's a foul by Granit Xhaka and a free kick to Newcastle
Oh, wait a minute.
midway
I know
inside
why,
their
I
own
know
half.
why.
And that
Logged in,
Sunderland
logged
man,
in.
the key man Xhaka,
Yeah, I'm
is going
logged
to be
in. I'm
absolutely
logged in,
crucial, you
Kelly. It's
feel,
just not
to their
coming up
hopes
now.
of getting a good result in the derby today.
You're not getting the
I
little
also
box
think he
to
has to be
click
disciplined
the
today,
live
Joe.
commentary.
And I think he's got to sit in front of that, let's say, inexperienced
Thing
back
is, you
four,
can't
if
even
like.
contact
Probably
the club
hardly
or
ever
anything,
played
eh?
together, that
You
back
can't
four.
contact them or
But
out.
Granit Xhaka trying to break forward. Yes, at times, if it's
All
on,
you've
he
got
needs
is the
to do that.
scoreboard with the minutes
But I
ticking
think
over.
discipline from him,
Yep.
being the captain as well, being the dictator out there, that position for him
Alanga.
is absolutely key.
Rather wild challenge by Alanga on.
Do you know what it
Trey
seems
Hume
to
on the
be?
far side of the
It seems
field.
to
It'll
be
a
when there's like an
Sunderland
early
free kick
kickoff
in
or
their
something. It seems
left-back
to
position. Have to say it's
get
a shame
the
Sunderland
media
not playing
team
in
off
the red
guard
and white
and the
today.
court off
Oh,
guard.
Elborg charged down by Gordon. He gets very lucky, the goalkeeper. Way too slow. Gordon blocked off his clearance. Fortunately for Elborg, it bounced back to him. And now Brobby at the other end shrugs aside Botman into the area. Brian Brobby is clear, but Anthony Taylor says there was a foul by the burly number 9 on the giant Botman.
Yeah,
And
Newcastle
that's a
are
free
up for
kick
this,
to
but they are. They're going to be,
Newcastle
aren't they? They're at
United, Steve
home.
Howard.
And
Yeah, just on the goalkeeper one with Anthony Gordon. I mean, me and Mickey were speaking before the game about the goalkeeper possibly not being
Oh,
the
they're
best
going
with
to
his
be
feet,
up
but
for it.
for some reason
Hopefully,
he's just too slow.
so
You're
the
not going to
Sunderland
have
team.
that time here. You're not going to have that time anywhere, but not here. But just after that as well with Brobby, I have to be honest, I didn't think there was much in it for me. I just thought Brobby showed his strength.
Completely agree with you, Steve. You know, that's his game, Joe. He's a strong centre forward, Brobby. Look, we saw a keeper in Sanchez yesterday. Surely Elborg's watched the game.
Yep.
And knowing that you don't get time in the Premier League to have 4 or 5 touches.
I think that's Mickey
clean
Graycourt
lines.
commentating the talk.
Persisting with it just seems
think.
increasingly ridiculous. At all levels of football, you're seeing goalkeepers getting called out week on week trying to play out from the back.
But sometimes it's just madness. You see your goalkeeper. I've been caught. I've got a story on
I
this
Rob,
one
they
which
haven't
we'll
even
probably go
got
into,
an
but
option
it's,
where it says audio or
No.
anything, have
But
they?
you just can't understand with,
Yeah,
with some goalkeepers,
exactly.
especially when you're not the best with your feet. Just get it out your feet, get it up there, and let your team squeeze.
Newcastle United 0, Sunderland 0. 6 high-octane minutes have been played, and here comes Anthony Taylor to the
Hello,
near
Colin
side of the
Major.
field, and is he
Let's
gonna
get
have a
carried
word
away,
with,
man.
the two coaching.
How you feeling,
here.
Scotty?
He's called over Jason Tyndall.
I'm looking good.
One
Oh,
of
what's the rest? Do
Regis
you know what
Lebris's
the ref's going to make this
assistants
about
as
him,
well.
isn't he?
Michael Proctor's been
Oh,
called
it's,
over,
it's
and he's just calming
Taylor,
things
isn't it?
down on the touchline.
Yeah, he's going to
already.
make it about him. You can just see it now.
Certainly two coaches who can be
Good
fiery
start
at
from the
times,
two,
can't
Mike. I'm
they,
happy
Joe?
with
I
it.
know Michael very well, and obviously Jason we've seen.
Hello to the
over what
113
period
people.
that he's
Click the
been
like
at
button, thank
Newcastle.
you if you
The
new to the
fiery
channel as
characters,
well.
they want the best for the team.
Just
I
click
understand
that
it.
subscribe button,
To be fair, I
thanks.
think Nick was winding Proxy
So I'm looking
before
forward
the
to
game,
the,
so that's why he's probably
Forest
had
Spurs
a
game
go.
as well. I hope Spurs
Steve
get hammered off
Harry and Mickey
Forest. Like.
Gray are with us
Yeah,
on Talk
you're not the
Sport.
only one.
Sunderland have got a throw.
I still
Right
think
wing
Spurs are
position,
going
Luke
down.
O'Nien almost
I really
standing
do think
inside
Spurs
the
are going down.
front row of the Milburn
That'll be
stand on this near
catastrophic
side
for
of
them,
the field.
wouldn't
Is
it?
going to haul it in long. Sunderland playing
Be
from
well
left to right.
deserved.
He arches his
They
back,
only barely
darts it into the
avoided
near post, and it's
relegation
well
last
gathered by
season.
Aaron
So
Ramsdale. First touch to the goalkeeper, high above the head of Alderete.
Ramsdale.
Newcastle 0, Sunderland 0. And a quick throw out to Kieran Trippier in the right back position. Little 1-2 between him and Ilanga. And Newcastle very calmly in possession. Find Joel Linton, the number 7, with the dyed blonde hair. Now Byrne, the boy from Blythe, who knows exactly what it means to play in this fixture. Nudges it out to the left, and Lewis Hall, who grew up a Newcastle fan. Byrne with an overlapping run. Good work by Byrne, sliding in to win a corner off Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, he's given the ball to Hall. He's gone for the return.
There'll be hell on
Probably
with the
just
Sunderland
put it a
fans
little
over
bit
this
too far
website,
ahead
like
of him,
because
so
there's
he's
millions
sliding in,
around
took a
that are logged
ricochet,
on and
got
tuned in
over
and
a
registered
corner.
with it.
Yeah.
And they cannot
You
listen
do
to
see
it.
players now when they
Yep.
do make those challenges, they're going to the fans and they're sort of putting the clenching the fist together, getting the fans up for it. Of course, they're up for it. First corner to Newcastle.
First
Right start from
meeting here at
Newcastle.
St James's Park between the two
It
teams
is, it is.
since
I've
2016. 0-0.
I've got the game
Corner
on
Newcastle at the Leeds' end away to our left-hand side.
with
They're on
more
their feet
commentary
behind
at
the
the
goal.
moment,
It's
but,
certainly a day to show your club
yeah, it's
colours.
as you would
And
expect.
there
I
are
think
tens
from
of thousands of black
Newcastle
and
are
white
at home, they're
shirts
going to have to.
all
They're
around
going
the
to try.
ground.
They're going to try and push.
3,000 Sunderland fans are up in the gods meanwhile. Kieran Trippier has to wait to take the corner. Anthony Taylor sorting out some jostling inside the penalty area. And Trippier will now hoist the ball in, right-footed and in-swinging. Very
It'd be
crowded
nice to have the
6-yard
dulcet
box.
tones of
In
Nick
by
Barnes
Trippier,
and
floated
Benno
high to the
sighing in the
back post, and
background. but
Botman was underneath it, but
I'm just
only
I
made
keep
the
trying and
faintest of
trying. I mean,
contacts, and it's behind for a goal kick.
Well, Joe, Steve,
surely they
we
cannot
both
miss
sat
this out. I mean,
alongside
that'll
the
be red
height
face, wouldn't it, if it
difference
did?
from
Ever so
Newcastle to
slightly.
Sunderland. I mean, there's 3 Newcastle players there are soaring over every single Sunderland player. And you can see that they're bustling to try and find that position before that ball comes into the area. That could be key today, set pieces for the home team.
Given away by Sunderland. Gordon's in the penalty area now.
Oh,
Newcastle
1-0.
lead.
get in!
Moment, Newcastle fans. Anthony Gordon.
And you shot yourselves in the foot.
Sunderland lost the ball.
As we always
Trying
do.
to
Yeah,
play
as we
out
do.
from the back, and
Why did you play out from the back? I mean, I'm glad you did because we like that, but
at St James's,
Get
We
in.
do all the time. We do all the time.
And on Derby Day, that is a moment that Newcastle fans will never
I think my
forget.
stream's about 2
Anthony
minutes behind
Gordon, the
everybody else.
scorer.
So
It's Newcastle 1.
Was it 09 that screwed that up there,
Sunderland
wasn't it?
What a start for Newcastle. In all fairness,
Honest to God.
I haven't got a clue what Sunderland were trying to do. Again, sometimes I don't know why. Why are you playing little short passes?
yep.
The manager's got to be furious with that. They're playing little short passes in their own box. It gets taken off them. Comes to Gordon. He does ever so well. takes
Oh,
the first
it
touch,
had
but
to
now goes
be
past his man, slips it into the corner. It's a
Krusty the
wonderful,
Clown,
wonderful
didn't it?
goal. Fantastic start for
Gonna be a cricket
Newcastle.
score today,
but
like
an awful start for Sunderland.
cricket score
2
for
players
Sunderland.
that I was really
But for
worried about
Newcastle with that lineup today,
before
like.
this game when I seen Sunderland's 11 was picked. Obviously, number 2 goalkeeper Elborg, not great with his feet, but what is he doing playing a 2-yard pass to Luke O'Nien, who's playing centre-half, who then tries to clear his lines with his left foot, just gets it completely wrong. Baltimore has done brilliantly to sneak in front of Granit Xhaka, and when it falls to Anthony Gordon, you can't touch him when he's in the 18-yard area. Wonderful finish from him. And Newcastle deserve to be in front. They've started the game a lot.
I mean, you
brighter,
give
a lot better.
any Premier
And I
League
think
team
it
a
was
gift like that,
epitomised with
and
the
you're gonna
passion that
get
Dan
punished,
Bird
aren't you?
showed just by winning a corner.
I think. Do you think you'll stop playing out from the back now?
Sunderland 0. 09 and
I
Elborg
don't know. I just think we're screwed no matter what we do with that lineup with ours.
Sunderland on the halfway line. He'll shuffle it down the near side of the
Absolutely.
field. Diarra
Still
racing
plenty
forward
time there.
towards the corner flag. Gordon gets back at it. So too does Lewis Hall. Diarra, has he committed a foul? No. Good decision by the assistant referee. Didn't look like a free kick to me. It's a throw instead to Sunderland on the near side.
I wanted
right.
one in the first 10
Well,
minutes though,
what
because it'll
09
settle
and
us
Elborg
down.
were thinking of, I don't know. Elborg, who was nearly caught out in the opening moments of the game. The good thing for Sunderland is that we've only had 10 minutes or so plenty of time to get themselves back into the derby. But it's Newcastle who've drawn first blood. Long throw into the penalty area by 09. Good header away by Voltemada. Hit on the volley by Xhaka, and that sails, as you can probably hear, into the galley gates.
Well, Joe, this could be a long afternoon for Sunderland. I have to say, they look really nervy. They haven't got any flow in their football at all. The movement is there from Brobbery up front, but they just can't get the ball anywhere near at the moment. Apart from that, a little bit of a tussle I think he had with Botman. They've got to settle themselves down. Granit Xhaka's got a big job to do today, and so has the manager. He's not really said anything to his players yet, but
still nothing on SCFC.com, Rob?
They sense blood.
Nope.
That's the voice of Mickey
Nope.
Gray. We'll get
Are you keep trying it as well?
Yeah, I'm refreshing every couple of minutes to see if it's going to appear. They're updating it because they put Gordon on as a scorer, so there's just no link to the live radio.
You must be happy with your start, Rob, are you? I mean, Rob Scotty?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Perfect start, really. I wanted, like I say, I wanted one in the first 10 minutes. We nearly got it where we got it. It was 11, wasn't it? But yeah, looking good. Defensively solid. Yeah. Plenty time, though. Plenty time.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, there's no secret really how Newcastle were going to start with that intensity, the high pressure, just trying to put pressure on Sunderland, not let them breathe. And they're doing exactly the same. Every time Sunderland's got possession, they're getting shut down. It's them games where I'm watching it and I'm thinking, I wish I could put my boots back on.
Long throw in by Luke 09, header away, thumping header cleared by Byrne. That will trickle out of play for a Sunderland throw at the Gallowgate end, a couple of yards from the corner flag. And 09 getting a, well, not exactly a heartwarming reception.
No, he's not. They tried this long throw on 2 or 3 occasions already from Luke 09.
Hasn't worked out just yet. In it comes again, very flat. Good header away by Byrne. And it's dropped out to Xhaka. Away on the left wing position. Xhaka gets it back from 09. Drills in the cross. Spins off the head of Joel Linton. And there's a foul inside the penalty area.
I mean, how many times, Rob, and
Newcastle
Sunderland fans out there, have
get
we done that this
themselves a
season
free
where we've
kick,
just
leading by a
totally
goal to nil on
shot
Talksport
ourselves
with
in the
Sky
foot? We
Sports.
did
Don't
it against
forget we
Arsenal.
now
We give them
feature
2
all the
goals
Sky
by
Sports action
screwing
section
around at the
Newcastle
back.
against
I mean, I
Sunderland
don't know
live right now.
what they're
Third
being
Now
told.
Sports. Remember, we've
Do you know,
got
on a
the
bit,
2
and then,
against Man United,
aye,
2 against Arsenal, 2 against Man City.
With Jim Proudfoot, Darren Benson,
Every
Stuart
game we've
Pearce,
gone behind in the
Arsenal
first
against
half,
Manchester City,
it's
and
been
both England
defensive
friendlies
error.
live for you over the international break as well, it's worth saying.
big games
Barnes out on the
like
left
that.
for Newcastle, who were 1-0 up. Early ball into the near post, swept into touch by Siddiqui, who claps his hands together as if trying to cajole the Sunderland players into action, Mick.
Yeah, they do. They need G'ing up. You know, you come into a game like this, you've got to leave nothing out there. You've got to give absolutely everything. And at the moment, it's like they're just going through the motions, hoping that Newcastle don't get that second goal.
Diagonal ball from Trippier, and at the back post, Byrne has peeled away from Hume.
Well, I wonder if
Towers over
SCFC.com haven't
Trey
got
Hume
the
in
rights to
particular,
even
does Dan
broadcast it
Byrne.
on their
Towers
channel
over just
because
about everybody
TalkSport's
on
got
the
it. I
field.
don't know.
Now Joel Linton prodding it wide towards Byrne
They should
again.
have.
You get the sense, I mean, he's the man for the
They've
big
had the
occasion,
coverage
isn't he?
on
Steve
previously
Howe, as the
when
ball goes out
TalkSport
to
have had
play,
the
he would love a goal on Derby Day, Dan
right.
Byrne.
Oh yeah, I mean, he
But
I'd sort of
I think
said building up to
BBC
this
Radio
game,
Newcastle are covering
the
it
likes of
anywhere.
him
It's just not
predominantly be in the
online.
dressing room and sort of saying to the players, look, remember how we felt in the first fixture. We do
Sunderland
not
fans,
want
like,
to
you know,
feel like
slagging
that
off
again.
Gordon
Let
and
them
all that, but
come
he's a
here
dangerous
and
player.
let them give them
Do you know what I
something
mean?
and
He's
show
a
them how
dangerous
good we
player.
actually
It's as
are,
simple as
because
that.
he didn't turn
You
up
get
in the
give him a
first
sniff
game,
and he puts in the
but he's certainly the man for the big occasion.
Thing is, you play out from the back against us, and we're deadly with it.
Absolutely.
We are deadly with it, and I'm surprised you've done it.
To the halfway line, and Sunderland have possession. It's already a better game than the reverse fixture, I have to say.
I think we've already had more in this game than we did in the first game. But look, Newcastle have approached it in the
Gordon's up
perfect
for this,
manner.
like,
They
you can see
always
it.
start on the front foot. They put pressure on you. and they
All
hope
Sunderland
that it
have got to
comes
do
off,
is
and
just
they've
try and
certainly
keep that
done
scoreline
It's
down
ironic,
at
isn't
half
it?
time. If they can get
Voltemade
in just
involved in
1-0
the
down
goal
at
as
half
well
time.
Of what happened at the stadium,
Yep.
like. But every single time they get
Yeah,
the
we're
ball into
definitely a
Sunderland's
second
half, they
half
look a
playing,
threat.
not first
Good
half.
flick, Voltemade to Hall in the centre circle. You wouldn't have guessed Newcastle lost 7-2 in midweek. Trippier in the right wing position, crosses, and 09 with the looping header that drifted very closely towards his own post. Lack of communication.
Trouble is, Rob,
there
we've still got
between 09 and Alderete.
30%
Newcastle
championship
get a
players in
when
our
the ball
squad,
comes in,
man.
it's a
When we
decent
get
ball from
injuries.
Trippier, but a good build-up initially.
Yeah.
It was Luke
Do
O'Neill
you
who
think
just tried
Ballard
to
would
head
allow
it
that in the
forward.
back if
He thought
Ballard
it
was
one of
playing?
them ones that's
Absolutely
thinking, is it
no
gonna
chance.
creep in? But
No
it's just
chance
so
would he allow that
intense
to
from
happen.
Newcastle.
Because Ballard's like the
Fantastic
jacker
start
in
from
the
Newcastle.
defence, isn't he? He's like,
The team
he
that's doing
organises
this,
it and he
which
tells
obviously
them what's
helps
what.
The fans, they're up for it. The
Without
players are
Ballard
up
at the
for it.
back, because
Another
Xhaka
point
can't
for
do
Newcastle.
everything. No, Ballard at the back was just so disorganised, man.
But he's being run ragged at the moment by
Totally
Newcastle.
agree.
Plenty of black and white striped shirts inside the penalty area. 1-0 Newcastle lead. Floated in by Kieran Trippier. Byrne goes up for it. Good header away by Alderete. Comes out to Ramsey. And the deflection takes it away from goal. And the offside flag is up on the far side. I think it did hit Dan
Give me
Byrne,
2
who is
secs, guys.
ultra high energy. He seems like he's everywhere in this game at the moment. Sunderland get a free kick on the edge of their own penalty area.
Well, Sunderland is shadow boxing at the moment, Joe. They can't get anywhere near Newcastle. How easy it is for Newcastle to switch that ball from the left over to the right-hand side, put those balls into the area with no pressure on the crosser of the ball. And then it's panic stations. And as you mentioned, I don't want to keep going on. It is a difficult game to play in, but Luke O'Nine's been thrown in at the deep end, really. Done that job before in the Championship, playing centre half on many occasions, but this is a different kettle of fish.
People did speculate whether he and Herr Chowder might switch positions, but Herr Chowder has very rarely played at centre half this season. Hall for Newcastle, who look by far the sharper, better team. Throw one on the near side of the field by Voltemade. I can see Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall pacing about just yards in front of us as Newcastle get it back.
It's a pretty sad state of affairs, Rob, innit, when you cannot even listen to your local radio station with technology we've got.
Rob's not there at the minute, mate.
Oh, is he not?
Nah.
You know what I mean, Scotty? It's bad that, like, isn't it?
Well, it is bad crack, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, the fact that you can't get your own team. But this is the thing, though. In this country, we can't watch our own teams. But yet the rest of the world can.
For
a quarter of the price. For a quarter of the price.
But I'm even talking about audio. Just listening to it on audio, it's absolutely
shocking. It's mental. It's absolutely mental.
You see the fans
And the club wants the club need to come out and say something to you, really, for the people that can't listen to it.
I'm pretty sure it's over
they've
the
done it a
line.
few times, like.
Here it comes again, and it did look over the line. Nothing given by the referee. Good spot that, Steve. But there is a free kick to Newcastle anyway for a foul on Kieran Trippier. It looked like his right foot was
Rob
over
gone
the,
for the whiskey.
was over the dead ball line.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened quite a lot.
Might
I'm
have done.
amazed it doesn't get picked up, which it should get picked up as a foul throw. But you can see the fans over the far side. That's 2 or 3 times now they've been complaining, but still, he's allowed to continue.
1-0 to Newcastle United. 20 minutes into the game at St James's Park, we had the most spectacular build-up to it, and so far the action on field has backed up what we saw before the game, with the myriad flags and the tifos and the fireworks going off. Plenty happening on the field at the moment. Still, the breathless pace continues. Byrne chests the ball down, and he's given it straight back to Chris Rigg, who goes in for a 50-50 with Ramsey. Sunderland losing the 50-50s at the moment. Robbie not happy with Hall going down in the Newcastle left-back spot, but it is a Newcastle free kick.
I've had the ball back, says Nick Hunt. It's just been all Newcastle. I mean, look, they're at home. They want to repair the damage they did against Barcelona to the fans, and of course get their own back on us. But it's up to us to Sunderland.
As I said before, Joe, they're shadow boxing at the moment, which means they're just too far away from the Newcastle players. What I would say is that
who was the commentator? It's Talk Sport and Mickey Gray. I kind of get the Sunderland commentary on for some reason.
Not let up yet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the team that's coming in, I've seen them numerous times with teams coming here. Sometimes the team's thinking, you know, another 5 minutes, we might be able to get a breather. But there's no let up from Newcastle. They're just at them, and it makes it so difficult. And I think, listen, Sunderland been fantastic this season, but I do feel as though they have felt as though it's been a little bit of a shock to the system so far at the start of this game.
They're certainly on a slump of late, Sunderland, and they can't score. That's been the big issue for them in recent matches as well. It's as though Newcastle have taken Barcelona's relentlessness and turned it on their local
I wish, Sean.
rivals.
I wish.
12 miles between the two clubs. Voltemado nudges the ball out to the left-hand side, and Barnes, who jinks.
Yeah, there's not even an option for the audio, Rob, on the site. It's just coming up
No.
as the match centre. That's all you're getting.
Overhit by
Yeah.
Voltemado. Way too much weight on it from the big German, and out to play it goes for a Sunderland throw in the right-back position. 64% possession for Newcastle so far, and of course the most important statistic as we head towards the midway point of the first half is that Newcastle lead by
The Beastie
a
Boys
goal to
there.
nil. Eddie Howe will be delighted.
He's nice and clean though.
Couldn't have asked for anything more from the first quarter of the game.
He
Header away
he
by
got
Alderete
professionally
downfield,
groomed
flicked
and
clear
buffed
by
on Friday,
Botman. That
so
was
he's
good
a
thumping
very
header from
smart
Alderete,
boy.
heightened distance on it,
He's a
and
very
Sunderland now
smart
have
boy.
another throw out in the right wing position. Yes, here he comes again.
In his
Luke
own
O'Neill.
chair,
see
please
it.
note.
I don't mind a long throw, Joe.
Doonbug
but
says,
every
first half of the
single
season we've
time
been
you've got to
outstanding,
throw in.
second
I mean,
half
he's
we've
nowhere
been
near
shocking.
the
Steve
18-yard
says,
box here. We talked about the
wonder
size
what's
difference
next. Will we
Newcastle
need
players
to
to
stop
Sunderland.
paying money
Second best
to
before
just
he
listen
throws
to
it in.
games? I wouldn't be
This one's
surprised.
taken
Oh,
short
it's
to
absolutely
Siddiqui, back to O'Neill.
shocking,
First
man.
time right-footed cross into the penalty area, headed away by Byrne.
I think
Drops
what
out
it is
of
is
only
midway
one
point to
colour.
the Newcastle half, retrieved by
Krusty
Headchowder,
the
number
Clown.
6. Headchowder drives on, finding Diarra. Diarra back to goal, angles it wide. Near side is 09, free to cross, headed away by Gordon this time. Comes out to Hume. Hume with a low ball to Siddiqui. Good move by Sunderland, cleared away though by Barnes before Siddiqui could get the return from Rigg, and now it's bounced down on the halfway line to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka drills the ball out to the left-hand side and into the path of Talby. Xhaka, a veteran of many a North London derby, of course. Talby marauds in field, shoots right-footed. What a save by Ramsdale! That was heading into the top corner.
What a save, Ramsdale.
Keeper.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
in
it
a
was a
couple
good
of
bit of
minutes
play from
when
Sunderland, to
my
be fair. They
strength
had a bit
catches
of
up.
Tell you what, Ramsdale,
Bit of time to put pressure
I
on
reckon he's
Newcastle.
better than Pope.
Finally put the ball out.
He
to
is,
the
mate,
left-hand
he
side.
is.
I
I
actually
think-
thought it was going in.
I don't know if he's a
Ramsey
better shot
scrambled
stopper. The
across
past
his
few
course,
games he
looking
has
at
been,
the
barring the
replay there.
Barcelona game,
It's
but
gone
that was a
right in the top
capitulation.
corner. It's a wonderful save.
With his feet, he's far better. I think the
First time he's
lads
been
at the
called
back
into action
prefer
in the game
Ramsdale
so
as
far.
like
well.
that from
1-0
Talby.
Newcastle. Xhaka with the in-swinging corner.
Just lacked
deep
a
to the
bit of
far
power.
post. Nudge back across. Missed by Hall. Robbie in there. Tries an overhead kick. Hit by Rigg. And it's a screamer over the top of the
Bouncing
bar.
round. Shit.
Left-footed, leaning
Oh.
back on the half volley. And it stays over the top. And Newcastle
Oh,
keep their
that
lead.
was
Mickey
a
Graham.
good
Well, a
save
chance
by
is
the
goal. It's a
keeper.
chance for Sunderland.
I'm
Chris
talking
Rigg
about Talby's
yet
attempt
to get himself a
because
goal
my
this season
strings
in
now
the
just
Premier League.
caught
It's
up.
been difficult for him to play first
See,
team
that's the
football, but
difference.
he's
They've
had a
got
nice little run
Ramsdale.
over the
We've
last
got
couple of
friggin'
games.
Melborg,
As
our
it comes
reserve
back
keeper
out
and
to
goal
him
and
there,
all,
he's
and
just
it's
gotta
like
catch it perfectly on the
reserve a
half
09
volley,
at the back. I
people
mean, that's
coming to
just
press
asking
and
for
close
trouble,
you
isn't
down
it?
always makes it that little bit more difficult.
Let's face it.
They're opening up a little bit now, which is better. I have to say, you know, they're trying to get the ball down, they're doing things which is helping them, trying to get the ball to the wide players, then just putting the ball in the area. Good chance from Talby, a decent chance from Rigg. It's now a derby game.
Yes, Sunderland feel like they've arrived in the derby. Down goes Trey Hume in the left-back
I'm just
position.
looking forward to the
Sunderland have got a
carpet
free
balls when it
kick out
starts
of that.
later on
Trey
today.
Hume, who has been at the club since 2022 and won
More
2
exciting.
promotions in that time. But it's Anthony Gordon who has given Newcastle the lead on Derby Day. 4:30, Arsenal against Manchester City in the League Cup
Would it be a
final. They'll
positive
have
if they can
build-up
get
from
in just only
Wembley
1-0
from
down, Rob, do you
2:30
think? But the
here
thing is, they've got
on
Yeah.
they've actually got a strong they've got a strong bench, Sunderland. Renildo, Mukele, Enzo Lafay.
Ramsey, Newcastle, good shape
Yeah.
here. Everybody
Maybe
behind the ball.
I think with those
Headchowder
three
looks
just
up, whips
coming
it
back
across,
from injury,
hits
maybe
Rigg on
they
the back, and Ramsdale able to
thought
gather
they maybe haven't got a
inside
full
the
game in them.
6-yard box. Just for a
And,
moment there,
you know,
it
bring
looked like
them
there might be a
on
little bit of trouble for
half-time-ish,
Newcastle, but they broke over the halfway line. Voltemado
70
crossing
minutes
forward,
probably,
Barnes chasing 09 back
known
to
Regis.
Elborg, and the goalkeeper's clearance first time up into the areas.
But we
of
certainly,
Newcastle.
I mean,
Headed
the
down
last
by Joel
sort of like
Linton,
few
Alderete in
minutes
the way.
we've
Then Xhaka sends
we've
it
sort of
skyward, scoops it long.
He's
Robbie
set
having
the
his
ship.
shirt
picked
tugged.
up,
Anthony
we've
Taylor
picked the pace
thought it
up a
wasn't
little bit,
foul.
so
Robbie sandwiching between Botman
and settled
Byrne, and
ourselves
Bobby trying to
down.
bully
So
his way through the middle.
you know, maybe
Actually did a
it's
decent
not
job
as
of it
bad
initially, but Byrne there
as it
to
seems.
retrieve. after Botman couldn't make the initial header, and Elanga wins the ball back on the halfway line.
It's just
for
annoying when, like,
Newcastle United. I tell you what, it certainly hasn't settled down yet, this game.
I'd rather
Steve
Newcastle
Howe,
score an
the
absolute
pace of it is
worldie,
absolutely
but it's when your
extraordinary.
team
I mean, you've
gives
gotta
them
give
a
credit
goal,
to
or gives
Sunderland.
any
Yeah.
team a goal through your errors.
A bit
It's
more into
so
the game.
goddamn
You're
frustrating.
right. I mean, it's a
And Newcastle's been there as well, Scotty, haven't you? Where you've like,
Yeah, we've
You've just
gifted a
been
few
hoping
team
somebody's just gonna
goals,
put their
yeah.
foot on the ball, but
And
having said that, as a
you think professional
fan
football
watching
they
it,
shouldn't,
you
but
want
they
it to
do,
be like this.
and it is so frustrating.
sat
It
here.
is absolutely devastating when they do it.
Yeah, I think I'd be.
I mean, if you look at the goal again, it should never happen because really you should have just gone long.
And it's well controlled by
Yep.
Brobby, holds it up with his back to goal. Brobby 25 yards out into a shooting position.
I
Good
tell you
tackle
something,
back
that
by
Robbie's
Ramsey.
he's a
Robbie held
big
that up
He's a
very well
beast.
initially, but
Isn't he?
Ramsey able to get
He
back
is a
and
beast.
whip it off his toes and knock it back to
He-
Aaron
I think
Ramsdale.
he
Yeah,
scares
do you know what? He just
defenders
needs a
rather
bit of
than
support,
outplays
Brian
them.
Brobby.
But he can
His
hold off.
hold-up play
He
is
can hold
very
off two
good,
big
but I think when
defenders
you've got
quite
Chris
happily
Frigg and
by
Talby,
himself.
they've got to get a bit closer to
man
him.
will
you
No,
play.
he's under a little bit of pressure.
He's on his own, though. That's he can hold the ball up well, but the trouble is,
But
who
you
do you
need
hold the ball
support
up
coming
to?
in.
Who do you hold up to? There's nobody there to hold the ball for. That's the trouble.
And a decent season since joining the club in
It's
the
like
summer.
there, he held the ball up.
Crossfield goes Trippier for
There's nobody to
Newcastle,
pass to,
and
and he gets
Trouder with
tackled.
a dreadful backheader. Straight out of play for a totally needless corner conceded.
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
mean,
right, Maureen.
Trippier
It's
does
not
well. I
over.
think he
Not by a long
nutmegs
chalk.
Might be Talby on the far side. I'm not sure if
And
he,
we're certainly
he means to do that. But
putting
then
a
it's the
bit more
crossfield
in the
ball.
way
To be
of
fair, from Trippier, it's not the best ball.
effort together at the
Then
moment.
the defender, Sunderland player, he's just got a header back. It's just that lack of concentration, just switches off a little bit. It's a bad header, and it's a corner to Newcastle.
Still trying to comment that. It looks like Talk Sport have totally wiped the floor for copyright, and I think that's all I can think of. Websites are not even allowed to stream it.
And eventually gives a silly
Really
corner away.
bad that, like.
I know.
Well,
Kieran Trippier will
the thing
take
is,
it
the
in front
club
of Elise's
club
end.
pay for
Massive
it as
banner
well.
at that end of the ground.
So,
Eddie Howe's black and white
you know, if you
army
were a
just
subscriber
below the section
and
where the
a
Sunderland
paying
fans
subscriber
are.
to
1-0
safc.com, you'd
Newcastle.
be really
Trippier
pissed
drills
off.
the corner to the
Like,
back
you couldn't
post,
even
up
get
goes Bird,
radio
heads it
coverage.
down, and that'll be easy for
Shocking.
Elborg all in orange to gather the Sunderland
And I think that's what it is.
goalkeeper.
They've
So 1-0 to
probably had it
Newcastle.
taken off from
Betfair
Talk
are
Sport because
official
why you're
betting partner,
why you're still
have
putting
the
your commentary
latest
on the
odds.
website when
Newcastle
we've
to
got
win
the
a
rights.
1-4. Sunderland to come back and win
Like I
11
said,
but
it's got nothing to do with the fans now. It's about who's bidding and who's outbidding who. And it's all money. The fans don't matter, and that's what's wrong. And no wonder people go and buy money on Fire Sticks because they're sick to the back teeth of it.
Uncharacteristically loose
Yeah.
pass. One back
Oh,
by the goal scorer
100%.
Gordon. Now
100%.
Joel Linton, 30 yards out.
It's
Ward
mental that
strikes
your
it
own
square
club
to
can't
Ramsey, and Sunderland get
have an
blue
audio
shirts
of their
back
own
behind the
game.
ball. Sunderland in their
That to me is
change kit
mental.
today. Paul angled pass out to the left-hand side, and Barnes taking
Well,
it.
it will be
Barnes
because Radio
jostles
Newcastle
away
will be
from
covering
their
it
Trouder
anyway.
infield, finding
That'll be
Ramsey
Barnsley and Benno
long-sleeve
covering
shirt,
it.
and now Joel
Yeah.
Linton. Back to the halfway line. Botman is
And you
there.
can understand
with the angled ball to the
Newcastle
far
not
side,
being
and
allowed
Trippier, who floats
to
an early pass
put
down
it
the
on the
inside
web.
right.
You
Joel
can
Linton
understand
after it,
that
dead ball line,
because of copyright.
marshalled by Alderete,
But,
and Hume is out
you know,
there
whenever
as well.
Talksport
It's
have
gone
covered a
behind for
Sunderland game in
another
the past,
Newcastle corner.
Sunderland's
I suppose the only
commentary
thing that
has
is
on
missing for
safc.com
Newcastle,
has been
based on the
Barnes
first
and
half an hour
Benno.
or so, Steve, is
Yeah.
Exactly.
the second goal and the cushion of the second goal, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal. As I said, they've definitely been the better team in the.
Are you
so far
sad because
in
we're
this
getting
first
beat,
half.
are you?
Just good patient build up. Just done there. Joe Linton make a good run down on the right hand side, Newcastle's right hand side. He gets a corner. But yeah, absolutely. I think for the play so far this first half, another goal.
What's your
would be
thoughts,
absolutely
Scotty?
perfect.
First 30 minutes gone, and
Well,
I'll
this
ask you,
corner
Rob.
will be out swinging, and it's going to be taken
Happy
by
mate.
Gordon Short,
Yous have come
low
into
on
it a
the
little
ball
bit more
line
than I
to
would like. I
Hall.
would like
Little
another
flick
one
back
before
towards
half time
Gordon,
if
who goes
possible.
down in the area. Didn't look like there was anything in that. Anthony Taylor doesn't give a
Look,
penalty.
you're not comfortable at 1-0 at the minute.
Never with the edge
I
of
mean,
the
I've
18
been
yard
fairly
No.
comfortable
All
playing wise,
that
aren't
foot
you?
on that far
Get
side,
up,
the
Gordon,
right,
man,
doesn't
just
get
get
Bill
up. You're
Rigg,
not getting
who
anything.
makes a tackle firm but fair, and now Siddiqui galloping forward on the counter-attack, setting up Rigg over the halfway line,
Gordon's
but not
still
beyond
down.
the watchful eye of Joel Linton. And Newcastle have it back again, Mickey Gray.
Yeah, he's just got
Rob,
back
what's
to
your
his feet,
thoughts?
Anthony
30 minutes
Gordon. I
gone?
think he knows now it
First
wasn't a penalty. Yes,
15
his
minutes
ankle
we
might
were
be sore from the challenge
pants.
that came in inside the 18-yard area.
We've
But
come
when
into it a
Sunderland
bit
do
more
win the
now.
ball
We've
back,
had a
they try
few
and break
attempts.
quickly. They haven't got the pace to do it
And in fact, the
with the personnel
BBC
on the pitch right
stats
now.
cover
But when
it
they
quite
do actually get
nicely.
into
Newcastle have
They're
had
just
4
lacking
shots, 1 on
ideas.
target. We've
They're
had
not
3
coming up with
shots, 1
anything
on
different
target.
at all.
Our percentage possession is
It's still
increasing.
quite a chaotic feel to the game. That's
And
because
number
it's
of
so
touches
frenetic.
inside the opposition
Sunderland
box.
go long up
Newcastle
towards
5,
Diarra,
Sunderland 4.
towering
So,
header away
you know,
by
it's
Bird,
other
who
than that
actually collided
stupid
with Hall in the
mistake.
process.
to gift a
Grigg,
goal.
the slight and slender number 11, has
There's
it
not
back
a
here
huge
for
amount in this
Sunderland,
game
and now Diarra,
at
right
the
corner
moment.
of the penalty area. Newcastle with almost everybody behind the ball. In fact, everybody, including Anthony Gordon, sat deep. Out of possession here, Newcastle, as Sunderland seek an equaliser. 1-0 down. Siddiqui in the area. Brobby lets it run. Rigg running onto it, and it nearly fell for Diarra. Smuggled away at the vital moment by Hall. And now 09 sliding in, beating Gordon to it. Only as far as Elanga, early ball down the middle. Gordon can't get there, and it's back to Elbow.
Well,
What you'll
again,
find,
it's Chris
Scotty, with
Rigg.
Sunderland, right, in this
chances have
commentary,
fallen
every
to a
time we
player,
go
a
forward
young
and get the
player
ball,
I absolutely love, but
it'll just
who's
collapse.
lacked
You'll hear the
goals this
commentator
season.
go,
Another
and
good
here
opportunity,
comes
the little
Sunderland.
step over, fell
And that's
perfectly
been the
for
story
Rigg's
for the
left
second
foot.
half of our
He's just got
season.
to concentrate a little bit
Yeah.
more, Joe. Keep
Every
his
time
head
we
down.
gone forward,
Don't think about getting by a
nothing.
defender. Just think
Because
about
we're
hitting
so
the target
weak up front,
first
it's
and
unreal.
foremost. Scuffed his first opportunity.
We've been
on
a
the
bit
hard
like
volley
that
on
though
this
as well.
occasion. Just rushed it a little bit.
I mean, that Gordon in
I
the
think
box.
Newcastle have been the better
There's
team in
nothing
the
in
first
it.
half, but there's no doubt about it.
Oh no, Harry
Sunderland have
Trenholm,
created
my
a
good
couple
friend
of
from Pallion, how
decent
you doing,
chances,
mate?
and
He
that
says
one was another
it's
one
always going to be a
far
hard
from
game.
Barnes.
Newcastle have a
The
point to
goalkeeper
prove
who's
after
back
that
there making the
Barcelona game.
challenge, but if he gets a better
Rick, take
connection
your
on it,
team seems
then who
Alaska.
knows what
Colin
could
says,
happen.
sorry, Rob, but
Definitely
spit,
good
spit,
signs for
spit.
Sunderland.
Kingfisher,
So
hello.
18, Chris Rigg, but it
Dougie
feels
says,
like he's
for
been
less than a
around
pint,
for
you can become a
a
member of the
decade or so.
channel.
He made his Sunderland
Brian
debut
Hughes,
when
the
he was only
mistakes at the
15
back
in
are
the
embarrassing.
FA Cup 3
It's
years
little
ago
mistakes,
now.
big
Barnes on the
mistakes.
halfway line.
Premier
Makes it
League.
run for Voltemada. Through to Elanga. Elanga could be clear in the penalty area now. Elanga left-footed shot into the side netting.
You see the difference when Newcastle gone forward. The look is you're just waiting for another goal.
Krusty the Clown should have been booked for that
it's a
dive.
good opportunity. I think it's Voldemar who plays him in.
Krusty the Clown.
Langer's just running in on goal. He's got a defender in front of him. Tries to step over.
You don't seem to get
He
given.
does look
I
like
think he's trying
Krusty
to
the
catch
Clown.
goalkeeper out by going to the near
You
post.
don't
For
seem
me,
to
that's
get
the
given
more
though, did
option.
he? Because
You've got to try
Paul
and go
Palmer
across
should
the
have got one
goalkeeper. See if
for
the
simulation
goalkeeper does get a
against us a
hand on
couple
it.
of weeks ago.
He's
He
just
never got
parking
out.
out there, and somebody
Yeah,
like
that
Gordon
should
could
have
be in
been
there for a
2-0 there,
simple
like.
tap in, but a big chance.
Anthony Gordon's goals separate the two teams. More poor distribution by Elborg. He's clattered the ball.
There's another
straight
one
out
from
of
your keeper
play
as well.
for
Elborg's a million miles
Newcastle
away, like
throw.
from friggin'
Sunderland
from
do miss
Roofs,
Robin
isn't it,
Roofs, don't they, Mickey?
Yeah.
He's
He's a good keeper, and he's all right. But he's not as good as Roofsy. So.
See, Roof's distribution, he can pinpoint the player on the corner flag at the other end of the pitch. Roofs, there's no way he would have mucked about 109 at the back like that. He would have chased him.
Yeah. He's,
trying to play
he's very similar to Pickford in the sense that his distribution is superb.
So he can try and play a diagonal pass. Can the centre half not do that?
He's not as good.
The Premier League football players. The
if this stays at 1-0 and it sounds as daft as it seems, I'll say that's a good result for Sunderland considering the side we've got and things are going on to just keep it at 1-0. And that sounds mad because we've lost, but potentially this could be a cricket score for Newcastle. The gap's there for them, isn't it?
It's sensible, isn't it? You know, it doesn't make sense to me unless you're
pushing as hard at the minute to make it a cricket score.
And one of your centre halves plays the ball to your goalkeeper.
Cheers for the subscriber, thank you.
But centre half to goalkeeper.
Beaconsfield Mackham's a member of the channel. Thank you, Beaconsfield. Thank you very much, mate, for supporting the channel.
If in doubt, you know, just get
Much
everybody up
appreciated,
and just clear your lines. Let's get up there. But for some reason, the Sunderland goalkeeper's thinking, I'm going to show people that I can play out from the back. And he's putting pressure on himself. And you can see Anthony Gordon having a word with him.
Hello, Bounty. Even Bounty looks a bit fed up at the minute.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's not sure where to look because I've got 3 laptops
here on
running.
Talk Sport, live and exclusive. Reverse run in field.
And if you're wondering where Ben and Barnsley is at the back,
he scoops it high to the left. Diarra's cross. It's swirling away
you'll
from
have to
goal
get
all
on
the
touch
time.
with SAFC.
Very much behind Brobby, who was nowhere near it. Hall from the left back position finds Barnes, and Newcastle leading 1-0 should get this away. League Cup final still to
next
come
time
on
our phone
Talk
radio
Sport
Newcastle Total Sport,
4:30.
I'll bring it up
And
like.
forward by Trippier over the halfway line for Elanga to chase. Alderete the favourite, and he gets there first ahead of Anthony Elanga. Talby rolls the ball backwards.
Is Elanga a new signing, Scotty?
Yeah, from the summer, yeah.
He's a dangerous player, like.
It has been better from Sunderland as this.
Sometimes he does everything at 100 miles an hour and you want him to slow down a little bit. Give himself a little bit more time. He's fast, but sometimes you just want him to slow down and think about what he's going to do.
A reverse ball way too long, and that's going to drift harmlessly out of play is it for a goal kick? Yes, Anthony
Tell you what,
Taylor
Rob, if it stays
says
1-0
it
at
is a
half
goal
time,
kick.
I think Regis
So
Debris going to bring the
Newcastle
3
won,
subs
Sunderland
on.
nil on TalkSport
I think he does. I think he does.
Whatever it
Neil
is,
Dort and Lafayette, because they're
here for it.
quality, they're
A little bit of a
absolute
buzz
quality
around
players.
St James's Park,
He's
we
got to
should
bring them on
expect.
at half
Some
time.
of
He
the
cannot wait
Newcastle
until the
fans heading
70th
for
minute like he usually does.
concourse areas ahead of the break, but the vast majority are glued to the edge of their seats here. Eddie Howe watching on down below us as Ilanga tries to scamper forward.
Some
but it's
Newcastle
whipped off his
fans on
toes
social
by
media saying they're a
the
bit
crafty
disappointed that
centre-half
there should be
Alderete.
3-0 up at half time, and some of them are actually saying, with this bite us in the backside, that we're not capitalising on how poor Sunderland are at the back. Well, you are capitalising because you 1-0 up.
Out to the left and Hall. 7 minutes.
Newcastle want more. The fans can smell blood.
Barnes on the outside, then drifts infield, back onto the left to
Are
find.
you feeling like that, Scotty, as well? Are you feeling like you
with that
vulnerable at the back? You think you could be? You should be 2 or 3-0 up.
I think he's have tightened up.
For Newcastle, I saw
past 15 minutes, 16 minutes, he's have tightened up.
Yeah, we have.
He's have settled.
His teammates as they left the field following the warm-up.
We caught you on the bounce, and at the minute I don't think we should be 3-0 up. No, I think the scoreline reflects where we should be, really.
Trying to take on Head-Chowder, and he's not got beyond Head-Chowder.
Yeah, it's our usual slow start to a game. You know,
I mean, even the volume.
You'd think that
Sorry, Rob, carry on.
You'd think they'd have learned through the season. We've had so many slow starts, silly mistakes, concede a goal. It just makes it an uphill task all the way along the line. And it's not helped by the fact that we're playing in a very hostile atmosphere.
It's last ditch, isn't it? Thought, okay, I need to pass this with my left foot. I think.
But as Scott said, you know, we've sort of upped our game in the last 15 minutes or so.
Just wrap your left foot around it once
and
or twice and it gets a
we're creating chances.
More of,
so,
I know what he's going to do.
Maybe it's not as bad as 1-0 sounds, but going at half-time 1-0 down, I'd be relatively comfortable with that, bearing in mind that we are more of a second-half team.
Believe it, look, the volume's gone a lot quieter at St James's Park. You can hear that, can't you?
It's got a little bit more nervy, hasn't it? Yeah.
Very deep and over the top. It sails beyond.
You know, as we all know, it doesn't matter what team you're playing, whether it's your rivals. Just 1-0, anything can happen.
Left-hand side, a lot of Sunderland banners high up at the top of that stand, and they're on their feet. Supposedly, it's 140 steps to make it to the top.
Do you think you'll make changes at half-time, or do you think you'll wait till the 60th, 70th minute?
When you get to the top,
I think he has to bring them on at half-time,
isn't it?
Probably be the 70th
minute.
Long,
and the ball is spun off the head of Joel Linton, nudged forward by Byrne into the path of Hall, and there's real jeopardy in the game here for Sunderland, because if they go 2-0 down, you'd be hard pressed for them to get back into it. Anthony Gordon free out on the left, good sliding challenge by Xhaka. That's the sort of tackle.
You might make the ping Barnesy,
it is a corner.
Cabby.
Yeah, it's a great tackle. I mean, to be fair, it was an all or nothing challenge as well. Thankfully for Sunderland, he did win the ball. If Gordon goes past them, then there is going to be danger for Sunderland. But yet again, another corner for Newcastle. Got to make one of these count. I think for the height, I think he was saying.
Xhaka's furious. He's absolutely
furious
when he's back.
With the players that Newcastle have. Probably should be doing a little bit better.
Just messaged Nick Barnes, a Sunderland commentator.
Boltonada and Byrne all lurking at the far post. In comes the delivery from Trippier, and up goes Elborg, doesn't get there, and it's gone beyond the goalkeeper, but beyond everybody in a black and white shirt as well.
He's a bag of nerves.
Yeah, I think you're right, Colin. I would take 09 off as well.
I think he's having a look around him as that ball's put into
he
the area.
was man of the match. You know, he deservedly got the man of the match for the Leeds game. But he's a little bit of a liability. I'm surprised he's still on the field. I'm surprised he hasn't been sent off, to be honest.
Really nervy.
Newcastle have got to capitalise on set pieces today. Just in case.
Isolated, but can he
we
hold
can't
it up against
afford
Botman? He
to
does
play
hold it
with
up
10
against
men.
Botman and wriggle out to dart forward with the advantage.
Do you think he's a bit out of his depth?
By Rig to the back post. Talby is free, brings it down.
Sorry, Scott.
Do
you think he's a bit out of his depth?
Cleared away by Byrne. He really should have tested Ramsdale.
Yeah,
Talby
he's a good championship player.
Came from excellent hold-up play from their number 9.
Brilliant.
Not
I think
a
he's had a very
consistent
good
Premier League
first half,
performance.
Robbie, I really do. His hold-up play's been
lovely
nasty.
lad,
I
you know,
love that
Mr.
in a striker.
Sunderland.
If you're not going to score every week, you have to
he'd
offer
sweep
something.
floors
And
if
that's
he
what
was,
he offers.
you know,
You see
getting
him
paid
now
by
asking
Sunderland
for the
Football
ball,
Club.
and when it doesn't come his
quite happy
way,
to sweep
he's
floors.
absolutely furious.
But you know,
he's Robbie just it backwards towards the onrushing head.
he's a little bit off
the way,
Newcastle,
yeah.
but Gordon tries to pick up on the loose ball, beaten to it by
And this is where we are with some of our lads as well. The likes of Willock and stuff. Sentiment's got to go out the window at some point. You've got to bring people in back and take you forward.
Yep.
Stephen Martins has agreed. Take over 9 off. Great tackle from Brick. Beaconsfield Mackham, the new member, says, I just hope Regis Debris doesn't wait till the 70th minute, like he always does. I know he cannot not. There's not today. There's no chance.
Clumsy flick by Joel Linton, but it's worked out for Newcastle. Voltemada over the halfway line. Hall racing forward in support to his left. Voltemada goes on, left to Hall. Low ball in, cleared away by Alderete.
Yeah, very good counter-attack from Newcastle. You just
see, there's that the danger, the difference. Like I say, when Newcastle have gone forward, there's that. You know, when you get that silence just before there's a goal.
Yeah.
You know, you just get that silence just before you're expecting the crowd to go, yeah, then. That's what every time Newcastle's gone forward. That's how close they're getting.
Does not look comfy when it's the balls
apart
in the air,
from Talby's effort,
the height and the physicality,
we've really done out. But we have got more of the game. We've settled it down.
I'd pack that 6-yard area as we see week in, week out. And just keep asking.
If Beaconsfield says, can he have his name on the ticket now?
Of course he can. Yes, absolutely.
His young career. Here comes the long
when half time comes, Beaconsfield,
Botman wins the flick on. Voltemada on the turn, cleared away by
I would put your name up. I've got about 20 boxes open at the minute.
He takes a touch and he swings his right leg to
trying to sort this stupid commentary out in the background. But when half time comes, I will definitely get that sorted. Of course I will.
Yeah, no way, Mackham. Yeah, silly mistake by Onion.
Just on the edge of the 6-yard area, towering above his marker.
You know,
just for that
our typical early in the game.
Does really
That
well.
let's
His first touch is
make
very
it
good,
easy for the other
but
team.
Steve's right. It's just
Mistake.
getting away from
Hall down the left-hand side for Newcastle. Hoists in a great cross. Header off the post by Botman. And stabbed away by Alderete.
It's not happening, is it, Scott?
Botman leapt there so high, so gracefully. Thundered it towards the corner, back off the woodwork.
Yeah, and again,
we're going to pay for this. I can see it.
With that header,
we're going to pay for these misses because in the Premier League you can't miss it.
Yeah, we say that every game, mate. We say that every game. You can't afford to miss the chances.
Nah. And this is where we miss he who shall not be named.
It's Luke O'Nien who's grabbing hold of him.
He was clinical.
Sure
do you know what I mean?
Have a look at this, Joe, but when you start grabbing players in that 18-yard area,
you've got to take them.
He's hanging on to his arm.
Are they looking at a penalty here, Newcastle?
To be honest with you, I don't think it is a penalty.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's dragged him down, mate.
Before that, obviously the Botman header. We're right behind.
I think he's got away with one there, mind.
Going to creep into the corner, but just hits the side of the post.
Ilanga darting through the middle here for Newcastle. Tripped by the retreating Hume. That's a yellow card. First of the derby. Free kick to Newcastle.
We're cramping up the pace again.
Getting involved with Alderete. Players from both sides going head to head in the first real flashpoint of the game.
Linton, shut up.
Anthony Taylor just watches it, lets it settle down. They'll deal with it between them, the players on the field.
That's it, Ramsey. Just edge him away.
For Hume that Anthony Taylor has to dish out, but in a moment, final minute of normal time in the first.
Yeah, there was a little bit holding on to a shirt there by Onion. So.
Yeah,
his shirt, his arm.
Definitely a booking. He knows what he's doing.
He's got away with one there, mate.
Them ones you see
in my eyes.
One for the team, and I think afterwards it's a little flare up because I think it's Alderete just boots the ball away. Joe Linton's not happy. Two of them square up. So them two square.
There we are, Beaconsfield. Your name's up on lights, mate. I've put it up on the board.
Just stands back, just takes it all in. See what he can do.
Like I say, good member of the channel. It helps the channel out massively. And you get a mention on the live streams. And you do get bonus videos from like behind the scenes
at half-time 1-0 down. You really are.
Stuff.
I mean, Elanga's just broke through there again. You can see they've got the half.
It sounds daft, but Rob, you've got to be happy with only going down at half-time 1-0 with stronger players to bring on at half-time. I know there's still time for Newcastle to get a couple more before half-time, which they're capable of, but they've got to just keep that scoreline down at half-time. That's so important.
Absolutely. You know, we know we tend to perform better in the second half.
Yeah, they have. I wouldn't say clear-cut
That's why I would
opportunities.
like
Obviously,
another
two
one.
fell to Chris Rigg, and the other one for Talby.
Because
Wonderful
we
save,
get
I have to
nervy
say, from
second half,
Ramsdale.
especially last
But
10,
it took a
15
long
minutes.
time for them to get into this derby game. It really did. And you could play to your strengths.
it,
Every
it's just
time they get the
frustrating. It's
ball
just
in
took
wide
such
areas,
a
there's only
bad
Brobby
mistake.
waiting in the box.
Ghost Riders
more
says I
than
can't
that.
see where the goal's coming from,
Mickey
and we've had
Gray
that.
and Steve
We've been
Howie,
seeing this for
both
how many
sides
games
of
now?
the Tyne-Wear divide represented today here live on Talk Sport. Free kick to
We-
Newcastle.
To be fair,
actually
we
nearly a minute
have
through,
had a
two
few
added at the end of the
chances,
first
Ghost
half.
Rider.
And it's Newcastle,
Not,
the team in
you
black
know,
and white who
Talby's
lead.
was
Free
a
kick 25
good
yards
shot.
out. Right
Some of the
of
others have
centre,
been
maybe a
fairly
little
scrappy,
further than
but
that, in fact.
you know we
Trippier
have
with
forced
the right
saves
foot,
from the
or
keeper.
Hall with the
So,
left foot.
you know,
Options for
it's
Newcastle
not
are plenty.
it's not
Four
all
in
bad.
the Sunderland wall. Who will it be to strike it? Kieran Trippier leaves it in by
We're going
Lewis
downhill
Hall and
second
gathered
half as
by
well, so that'll
Elborg.
help.
Bounce in front of him. Good handling from the goalkeeper.
Well, I would guess your
fairness, I
guys
actually
are going to be
felt
tired, Scott.
Trippier would take it.
This is going to
Very,
be the
very good
worry.
at that, but the goalkeeper actually did quite well, 'cause
It's going to be
a horrible
championship
one.
rounds,
Bounces
isn't it,
right in front of him,
for
but
the
he gathers
lads'
it up.
legs.
Dummy by Rigg on the halfway line.
Whether
Retreating
he'll
is
change
Jacob
something
Ramsey.
earlier,
Good
I don't
diligent
know.
defending from Ramsey to shepherd it back to Ramsdale.
But in this
Having
game, you
tracked
shouldn't
Ted
get
Chowder all
the
way. A
adrenaline
lot
should
of
keep the
movement
legs
in
going,
stands
really.
now ahead
It
of the
should,
half-time
but
whistle, which
you
isn't
know,
far away.
you had a
We've
tough
got
game last
30
week, and
seconds
you
or
had
so
a
of added
tough,
time
a
remaining.
very tough game in the
1-0
middle
to
of the week.
Newcastle. Botman to Burn. Burn, to say that
this
he
is
looks
me
up for
worry.
this game would be an understatement. He's playing like a
Regis
fan
has
on
got
the
to bring his
terraces.
subs
He
on,
used to
like.
be a season ticket
He's
holder
got to fetch
Newcastle
them on.
United, and you can see the passion that he's got
Because
invested
you
in
can
this
consider
fixture.
us ourselves
Elanga with his back to goal.
very
Holds it up,
fortunate it's only
mid-lane side
1-0
his own
down.
half, draws
Yeah.
an obvious foul
Apart from
Siddiqui. And free
Ramsdale
kick
making a
to Newcastle.
superb save,
So
which
far,
could have
so
been
good
1-1, but
for Eddie Howe, who marches down the tunnel right in front of us here.
You're
It's
getting
Newcastle
getting
seeking
frustrated
their first
as well,
Premier League win
making
over
some
Sunderland
silly decisions.
since August of 2011,
Yeah.
and they lead by that.
and there we go. That's the half time. Thoughts, Rob, on that first half, mate?
Piss poor first 15 minutes. Improved second half of the first half. We have created some chances. You know, there's no getting away from that. We have created some chances. So, you know, maybe it's not all doom and gloom.
No,
I just
Scotty?
really annoyed that Krusty the Clown scored. That's all.
Happy with the first 15 minutes. I think he's came into it in the middle of it, and then in the end, we seem to be turning the screws again. I think we'll come out strong second half for the first 15 minutes, and then I've got a funny feeling we might just start dropping off.
You think so? You don't think you can? If you get a second goal, do you think that'll be game hour?
Yes.
Yes. But I think it needs to come soon. First 10, 15 minutes of the second half.
If we can get 15 minutes into the second half without conceding again, I think we'll get a draw. I
Do
really
you
do.
do you think you might overcommit though, and then we'll get you on the counter?
That's the danger, Scotty. There is a
That's
danger in that.
something that I think we will look at.
Always a risk. Always a risk.
You know, if you get a little bit too gun ho, because we do it. We did against Barcelona. It's St James's, and we got punished for it.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling,
yeah.
isn't it? Because Scotty, because you get your hopes built up. You play some superb football. You think, oh yeah, this is class, and then all of a sudden 3 sucker punches, bang, bang, bang. You think, oh my god.
And this is the thing, isn't it? Yeah. You get a little bit too gun ho. We all do it, and then you get sucker punched. And Eddie has got some players on the bench to do it as well.
Yeah. What worries me is if we do what we did against, what is it, Fulham last game, where we just didn't offer anything after we went 1-0 down. We just didn't. There was didn't seem to be any effort in it, to be honest.
Oh, the ticker. Thanks, Kingfisher. I keep getting carried away here. I keep forgetting to knock the scoreboard. Thank you very much for reminding me on that one.
Check the babe again. See if SCFC.com have got the commentary up yet.
Oh dear me. I've messaged Nick Barnes, but like I say, he's got a lot on. But you know, I'm friends with Nick Barnes, which is handy to have. He's the Sunderland commentator, and he can give them. He often does give them a nudge at the website.
Yeah.
Um,
Still nothing there at the moment.
That's absolutely shocking. Oh dear. Reese on the chat says missing 3 over 4 of our best backs. Best back 4 is a worry though. If we can get a draw, I would settle for that, says David. Ghost Rider says 09 is a liability. Why we keep playing him, I don't know. I just think it's because we're on the bare bones of our backside.
Yeah.
Reese says we usually get better second half. And Newcastle usually get worse, so we're still in it for sure. You're still in it. It's only 1-0. Absolutely. And if Sunderland were 1-0 up at half time, I wouldn't be confident. I wouldn't be comfortable. It's a dodgy 1-0. It's second goal for Newcastle settles the anxiety, and then the noise will start to increase at St James's Park. Pathetic defence, says Alex. We aren't playing too badly, says Mac and Mike. Yet again, stupid mistakes costing us dearly, says Mackham as well. Dune Dog says I09 is too error prone and unpredictable, much as I am fond of him. Old Welder, the member of the channel, says got to make changes for the second half. The new member of the channel, Beaconsfield, says it's almost like we've got to 40 points and gone well, we're safe now. But the thing is, though, we're not. I said on the chat on our talk show yesterday, on our podcast, we're not safe, and even Baz was laughing and says, "Of course you are," and all that. And I still think we need another 4 points. Don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
could have been a lot worse, says Robin Hood. Yeah, I do agree with you that one. Nick FBS says, "Where's the team from the first half of the season? Half of them have injured. Half the team that's come back from African Cup of Nations, that they're not the same players." But it couldn't be any further from the truth. You know, where is that team, Rob, from the first half of the season?
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was who said it, but somebody said earlier on in the chat about beginning of the season, first half of the season, we were playing good football, playing in triangles.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, second half of the season, that seems to have gone out of the window.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not playing that way. I'm just scanning back through the chat to see who it was who said it, but somebody did say it. Just bear with me, guys.
Just looking at the replay again. Elborg walks over to Luke 09, whispers something in his ear. So he's got no excuse, Elborg, to pass it to 09.
It was Sean who said that way back at the beginning of the game. First half of the season, we played it for the lads to win it, then play to the triangles, took away the silly mistakes, playing out from the back. Yeah, that sums it up. And since second half of the season, we've just not been really doing that.
No. I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree, Revo. That's what I would like to see. Lafayette, Ronaldo, and Mukiele on the field. It gives, particularly with Mukiele and Ronaldo, they give us a little bit more option going forward. Not sure about Riggy. He's not had a brilliant game. He's not been anywhere near as good as he was last week, but he's not made any glaring mistakes. But you know, do you replace him with somebody like Isidore or Mayenda and leave Brobby on? But what will probably happen is they'll take Brobby off and put Isidore on up front by himself and hope we can get a ball through to him and get a breakaway. We shall see.
Paul Rodenbury, my mate at school, says 09 Riggy need to come off and need some pace to support Broby.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I'd be disappointed if we lose today's game the way we have done. Because that would annoy. It sounds awful saying it, like, but I'd be more annoyed if it stays 1-0 than it would be if, say, Newcastle got 3-0, because I'd put my hands up and say, well, we got totally destroyed. But if it was only 1-0, I would say, well, we've shot ourselves in the foot there.
Yep.
But you couldn't say that if it was 3-0, if you know what I mean, Rob. It'd be frustrating if we win by that only goal, that stupid mistake. I bet you Xhaka would be tearing into them at the back, you know. He's got to be saying, "Oh, 9, Melborg, what on earth were you thinking of doing that? What on earth were you thinking of? What was going through your heads?" You know, how many times do we keep on saying, right, in the Premier League, especially, do you know what I mean? None of this fancying about or being clever sods, clever dicks, in your box. If you got to clear your lines, clear your bloody lines. Even if 09 had just launched it out to the halfway line for a throw-in. But even better, you know what I mean? There's only one person should be kicking that ball out, and that's the goalkeeper. What's 09 doing next to him there? Get up the field, or get where you're supposed to be. Let the keeper do his job and hoof the ball out. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
As simple as that. Let the goalkeeper kick the ball out. There's no reason whatsoever, right, at all, to do that what you did.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if Elborg's carrying an injury, you know.
I don't know. Something going on.
Is that for conceding the first goal, Carl, or something else that's cost you 120 notes?
Walter's just saying he wants to come in. I'm just messaging him. Come in, so I'll have to keep an eye out, see where he is. Oh, are you annoyed, Rob, the way we've done that though?
Yeah, we've done it so many times this season, Cabby. We've done it so many times. Stupid mistake leads to a goal. It's an uphill battle after that.
Malta, how you doing? Talk about shooting ourselves in the bloody foot. What were they playing at the back there, man?
Do you know what it is? What did I say before the game? Luke 09 and liability.
You said that straight away, yeah.
At the back. I said that, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happened. The Luke 09 liability factor, right? He's got to come off half time. I don't care. You know what it is? He's got to come off. I don't care whether he just likes him, doesn't like him. This is about a game that we should actually still be in, right?
Oh, great.
You know, the referee's giving one nothing, right?
No.
You know, how he said that, you know, what do you call it? Robbie pulled him down. You know what it is? It was 6-1, half a dozen other, and they were also pulling on Robbie as well at the same time, right? So we need to get Lafay on half time, and get McGeely on half time,
and Ronaldo,
you know, and Ronaldo. Yeah. You know what? Why not? Absolutely, why not? Right? Get them on and let's bloody get into them. You know, they are there for the taking. They're there for the taking. If we can play our game, right? You know, I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever we're in possession, the Geordies are booing.
Yeah.
They're booing because they don't like it that we've got a hold of the ball in their backyard.
Malta, what do you think? What do you think was? I've just been saying to Rob there, right? There should only be one person kicking the ball out from the goalkeeper position, and that's the keeper. What do you think the hell they were playing at? Because Elborg walked over to 09 and whispered something in his ear. What the hell's going on?
Do you know what it is? It's this new sort of
how, man?
It's this new sort of, what's the word? Just trend, right? Of like two players going side by side with the goalkeeper, right? And then confusing the defenders. the only people it's confusing is actually our players, right? It's not confusing the Mag players at all. It's confusing our players as what the hell do they do, right? It's, what they've got to do. They've got to get the ball out, and even Xhaka did one mistake there as well, in those sort of last 5, 6, 7 minutes. I don't know if you picked that
Back
up
in
as
2
well,
secs, two
right?
ticks.
Getting caught in possession, is, if you look at their actual chances and the chance creation and the balls, the touches inside the box, I don't know if you've got that, but the last time Sky put that up, there was nothing with it. They'd had one more touch in the box than us.
Still
the last time Sky.
First half.
They're still only got right.
Newcastle had 8 shots. We had 5. They had 2 on target. We had 1 on target. They had Newcastle had 13 touches in the box. We had 12. And the keepers made 1 save.
So that tells you.
Yeah, it's quite an even game, really. I know it doesn't look like it with the scoreline, but the game itself is, possession-wise, Newcastle have had 62%, we've had 38%. But everything else suggests, it's a relatively even game. Yeah, we've committed more fouls. Newcastle have had significantly more corners. But, it's certainly the second half of the first half, we were vastly improved than on the first half, where we just weren't even at the races.
And can I ask Scotty, when the Newcastle player fouled the Sunderland player when we were going forward, and they played on, why didn't he not get a yellow card for that?
I mean,
it's dodgy reffing again.
The referee,
it's 6 and 2.
We all know it is. It's 6 and 2. I mean, we all know.
Not 6 and 2. It's absolutely not 6 and 2. That's
yeah,
a yellow card.
To be fair,
Newcastle give the ball away straight away, attacking the famous Gallagate end in the
could have had a penalty as well.
Did you not?
Dan
Burn was hanging on. I mean, Basil doesn't think it was. He said it's not a penalty. I think you could have given it.
That was a bloody red card.
The two teams in just a moment, but there are no changes at half-time.
Hey, Malta, can you believe, right?
Newcastle
the Sunderland website have not got the commentary on. The website audio commentary.
It's a Sky thing, that's why. It's a rights thing. Only thing. It's rights and nothing else.
Hume looks for
early for
Diarra edge of the penalty area now.
No, this is just the audio from the website, and it's never done this before, has it, Rob?
No, it's always had the audio on for every game that we've had this season. Sometimes it's been a bit late.
Is the match on 5 Live?
No, Talk Sport.
It's on Talk Sport. So it'll be rights. It'll be to do with rights. Talk Sport have bought the rights for today's game.
Nobody there to meet it. Cleared away.
Right, we're just about to. Well, we probably already have kicked off for the second half.
We have kicked off, and it is a bright start from Sunderland. But Robbie's just headed across, but there's nobody there.
Just looks better, Joe, doesn't it? Comfortable on the ball, getting into wide areas.
Any subs, Rob? Can you see?
Don't think so. Let me just check the lineups. Nope.
For the first time,
not according to the BBC. But the BBC normally about a month behind. So.
I hope he doesn't bring subs on when Newcastle get a second or a third, because that really winds the hell out of me. That like.
No subs as yet.
Regis Lebris turns away towards the dugout right in front of us.
What was the genuine atmosphere and thoughts where that first goal went in, Malta, where you were?
Typical 09. It was typical 09.
Here comes the long again from 09.
We love the lad.
Jutting out, hauls it into the penalty area.
It's just not up to the Premier League standard.
Joel Linton turned back out wide by Xhaka. Good ball.
And he's got unmistaken him in every game.
Newcastle, but for how much longer? Sunderland holding it up with 09.
Unfortunately.
Hooks in a left-footed delivery, headed away by Botman. It'll bounce down to Talby. These are nervy moments.
No changes
early on
at
in the second
half-time.
half for Newcastle. Crowder racing forward now. Edge of the D. Wide to 09. Sunderland attack. Low ball in. Steered away by Byrne. Rigg trying to reach the loose ball.
You leave it till the 87th minute, says Michael. It's a joke. Fans are really furious that there's no changes. A lot of fans as well, Malta, are saying, where's the goal going to come from?
Have they switched
Start
here?
the clock, Cabby. Start the
I've
clock.
started it, I've started
Dougie
it.
says.
He needs to refresh it at his end. I've
Back
definitely
into that
started it.
centre-half position now. The only reason I said
Yeah,
that was
I think
he's
it
got
lags a
forward
bit
quite
though,
a few
mate.
times
It
on the
lags a
right-hand
bit.
side in
Mine,
the early
mine's still
stages
saying 45
in this second
minutes,
half.
but
And put some decent
It's
balls
on.
into
If you
the
just
area.
if you just refresh your browsers, it's sometimes YouTube falls behind a couple of minutes or so. Just refresh your browsers and it'll be up to thingy.
We'll go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for team news in just a moment.
yeah, it's a
Sunderland
long
from
old
right to left
drive,
go
isn't it,
long through
Revo? Especially if you're doing 2 in one
Chested
day.
down very calmly by Lewis Hall in the left back position for Newcastle far side.
Yeah, no changes Beaconsfield.
We did 2 day trips up to,
early on in the second
well,
half.
2 one day trips, Manchester and back.
Into the sturdy figure of Jacob Ramsey.
Not yet.
Carries it forward into the
My good friend Harry Trenholm from Pallion says need to keep focused during the initial start of the second half. Then let's see if we can grab an equaliser. He says he lives at home.
Maximum we can go is to 55 minutes before he takes 9 off. And also brings on Lafay as well.
Team news, Talk Sports, Ian Abrahams.
Vicario starts the Spurs.
Right, guys, I'll catch you full time.
Okay, let's hope for a better second half. Sorry, Scott.
Scored twice in midweek is bench.
You have started brightly, to be fair.
Hutchison starts
We are.
for them.
We are.
Spurs and Forest at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And Talk Sport can take you to Villa Park. Team news from there comes from Adam Bridge.
Big news for Villa. Yuri Tielemans is back on the bench. He's been out.
Thing is,
since
though,
the end
Rob,
of
where's our
January.
where's our next win coming from?
Side that lost to
Tottenham
Manchester United
next
last
well,
weekend.
the next game,
Bogard, Mings
Tottenham.
and Buendia
That's
joined
Stadium
Tielemans
Alive.
on the bench. Cash, Pow and Sancho into the starting
See
11.
them
West
dropping,
Ham,
that'll
no
see
Somerville
them.
for
If
so
they're not
they're
already in
unchanged
third
from the
bottom,
draw
it'll
with
see them
Manchester
drop
City.
third bottom.
The League Cup final is at 4:30. Arsenal against Manchester City. It'll be live and in full right the way through until its conclusion here on Talk Sport. We're 5 minutes into the second half. Newcastle 1.
I have got no
Sunderland
interest
0.
at all
Ramsdale is
in
the
that
Newcastle
Carabao Cup
goalkeeper.
final. Do you know that?
Trippier, Botman, Byrne and Hall.
Nah,
Ramsey
none
and
whatsoever.
Jolinton.
I was going to
In
ask you,
anger,
who do you want to win
Barnes.
that?
Behind the scorer of the
gotta be
only
City.
goal of the game.
See, I like
That's
City. I
Anthony
just
Gordon.
don't want Arsenal
Sunderland
to
go
win
long
4
with
games
Hume.
this
Down the
season.
middle towards Brobbey, who got a half touch on it in that battle with Botman. It's steered upfield by Byrne.
I want
And the
City to
referee
win it
pulls the
too.
play back for a foul by Brobbey on Botman. Free kick to Newcastle. I'll just run through the Sunderland team for you.
So even Walters has a could be to do with. Oh, wait a minute. We've got the listen live on.
Oh,
Holding,
aha.
Rigg, Diarra,
Better than
Siddiqui
bloody
and
talk
Talby
sport, I know
in
that.
support of Brobbey up front. Botman's going to need the physio on, so let's get another word from the
That'll be
Sunderland
Barnsley.
manager.
That'll be Barnsley. Yeah, listen, right. Get rid of talk sport. Yep, it's on.
Thank you, Talk Sport. See, every time I message Barnsley, every time I knew it wasn't anything to do with copyright.
The 18-year-old.
Oh, it's so nice to hear Barnsley back, isn't it?
It is. And we will no doubt hear Benno sighing away quite happily all through the second half.
The conversation is between Trippier and
Thanks,
Tyndall.
Dougie. That's exactly what we
Trippier
wanted to
heads
hear,
into
mate.
centre. Diarra's on his knee here on the left, taking a drink.
I knew
on
it
the
wasn't
touchline.
anything to do with copyright because it's just the audio. You kind of get done for copyright just for the audio on the club official website because you've registered with it, you know.
Is that Botman on the ground? I was going to say, yeah, there's a moral behind that story. Don't tussle with Brobbey because you'll flatten it. And there was no foul involved from what I saw.
Sandro Tonali.
Oh, sound's gone off again.
It'll come back on.
That'll be the bloke. That'll be the bloke leaning back against
There's a
the
bloke
safe
keeps.
or something like
There's
that.
a bloke keeps sitting on his on the cables, doesn't he?
He's going to come on. Malik Chow, who was dropped for the game.
I don't know what it is. It just makes it feel better listening to like Benham and Bennett. It's like it eases the suffering when you play in
the 63rd minute.
Susan Proudfoot, not a great time to join. Come on, Sunderland.
As I say, sitting
Jonathan says, hope this time Added comes back to haunt them. He needs to change it now before it's too late, says Ryder. Beaconsfield, a new member, says, Boss, we're 1-0 down. We're going to bring the subs on now. No. Wait until the 88th minute. This commentary is so much more soothing. Yeah, it will be, but they're having teething problems. We live in the year 2026. You can get satellite signals to Saturn, but you kind of get something out of the hills from a commentary. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. Just one for Susan. Could have been worse. You could have joined in the first few
fan or
minutes
a
when
player?
we were really pants.
Fans have.
He's made a complaint.
Right. Well, the referee's talking to him now.
Yeah, and that's why he spoke to the captain.
Something happened in the fans. What's happened here?
Trowder's coming over here to the touchline, and the referee's on his shoulder.
He's complained on the far side. That's what's happened.
So what's happened? What will happen? I don't know what's happening here, like, but keep going on about something's happening in the crowd or something. But
bit of racial abuse, possibly.
I hope not.
To Trippier about it again.
Right.
It's come from that far side.
Right. And so now Trowder has nodded his head.
Made him aware.
Yeah. And Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall and Kieran Trippier are now here with referee.
Is it
Anthony
racist
Taylor,
abuse going on here?
and the
I can't hear
fourth
because
official,
it
Andy
keeps
Madley.
cutting off.
And
I don't know, but the suggestion
Taylor's
was
calling
that
someone
because
from
it
the-
was
he's calling the match
Intruder,
manager here
he's calling
to
the
the
match
touchline,
manager.
and the
over,
match
apparently.
manager is being made aware of what's happened on the far side.
2026, and we've still got this problem.
And the referee
I know. Disgraceful.
conversation with those officials, one of the security
I
head of
cannot
security
confirm
at
what's
the club,
happening because I've
match
not
manager
said.
for the TV, and
There's
they've
definitely
all
something
been made
going
aware, and I think that was what mollified
on.
Herr Trowder, that the referee
Ridiculous.
said action will be taken. He's
So,
gone back to Herr Trowder.
Looks like there's been racial abuse
Broby.
targeted at Gertruda.
We're still waiting for the game to resume, but the referee wants to talk. Does he to Herr Trowder? No,
Should
he
be name and
doesn't.
shame.
He's happy
Should be
to let
banned.
the game
Should be banned
resume
from
now.
all football.
Name, shamed and
With
banned, yeah.
Ramsdale
Jonathan
in
should
says
the middle
never-
of the Newcastle half, and there's some
Jonathan's asking the ref's asking the
reason
Bree why
about
is he not
that.
making the subs.
Game resumes. The ball headed up and away by Herr Trowder, hooked back in by Gordon. Barnes in the penalty area. Xhaka on the shoulder. Now down goes Diarra, and it's a free kick.
Do you know, there's always one mindless thug that's probably not even interested in football, not even there to support the team. He's just there to be a DIC care.
Unneeded.
Exactly.
That incident with Herr Trowder.
But unfortunately,
Hopefully
the whole
action
club
will be taken
gets tarnished with it, and that's
by
what's really
Yeah.
sad.
United.
Yeah.
Elbow
And you'll
with
have the same, you know,
free
you'll
kick.
have the same. You'll have
Headed
somebody
on
sitting at
by
home that
Broby,
couldn't get a
Talby
ticket,
in the middle.
that would have
He's
loved
got
to have
the
been
ball
there
through to Rigg in the
Yep.
penalty
and
area.
enjoyed the
Goes
day.
ball punched away
And this is
by
what gets me.
Ramsdale for a
Do
corner
Do you know
for
what I mean?
Sunderland.
Well done, Talby.
Yeah.
Good strike by
Ridiculous.
Chris Rigg on his right foot.
Second save in the game from Aaron Ramsdale. 10 minutes into the second half.
And the thing is, what it's done now is it's also upset the rhythm of the game.
Yeah.
Another
Tell you
corner.
what, Roby's a handful, isn't he?
He is a handful.
Oh, it's me hero. Voldemort.
1-0 Newcastle lead, but we had quite a stoppage, quite a lengthy stoppage. Here's the corner, swept in and punched away by Ramsdale, back in by Hume, and now it's not in, is it?
Get in!
Get in!
It's been put
Get
away
in!
by Talby.
Yes!
The ball wasn't
I must
cleared
be behind
properly by
Hughes.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
And in the
It's on the
scramble, it
radio
was put
commentary.
back in on
It's
the
not
goal
on the telly
line
yet.
and stabbed home. And Sunderland have
It's a good
equalised
save.
in the 56th minute.
Get in!
Great
that.
ball in. Good
Fuck's
reaction by
sake.
Talby there.
And you come back to haunt us not getting the second.
Sunderland are level.
It was a good save from Riggy's shot.
Rigg whipping up
To
the
start
support.
with.
It all came from Rigg's initial shot, put behind
Yeah.
by
Listen to that roar from the Sunderland
Aaron
fans.
Ramsdale. The
Yeah.
corner from the right. It was punched away by Ramsdale, put back in, and then on the almost just inside the 6-yard box, Talby was there
I did see a
to just
3-1.
twist and turn it home with his
Yep.
right
There you
foot.
go.
Left. Ramsdale, no chance at all as he buried it in the bottom.
Are you disappointed,
left-hand
Scotty, that the
corner.
fact that perhaps you've not capitalised on when you were
1-1.
murdering us the first half,
Game
first
on.
15, 20 minutes?
100%.
Stay in the
100%.
game, that's what we said.
You know, you just came into it in the second, like
That's-
the
you
end of
said
the
it.
first half,
Stay in
and you
it,
just saw. I
stay
mean,
in it. Don't
the desire to win
concede
the ball in the
second.
box
They've got
there was
level,
just
Sunderland
what we should be doing. You just wanted it more in that
Talby.
moment.
from 5 yards.
Yeah. To answer Sean, no changes, but other than the scoreline.
That should get Sunderland fired up now.
Now game on. Game on.
And the thing is as well, that all comes from as well, the game being stopped, the rhythm changing.
Yep.
You know.
We're in the 60.
It's a true point. It's a good point, Scotty.
There'll be quite a bit of time.
You know, the rhythm, of
free
course.
Kick to Sunderland just inside their own half.
And people forget that, you know, you say you're the 12th man. Well,
Newcastle
the 12th man's kicked us in the teeth there as well.
Xhaka takes it, hangs in the penalty area. Chow manages to head it out. Hume is a free kick for Newcastle.
Silly.
He's a dangerous player, Talby, and he can go missing a couple of games, but he's so deadly. I mean, look at that shot he had full stop. He's got that in him, hasn't he, Talby? And we've still yet to bring our 3 powerhouses on off the bench as well.
Colin Major's doing a bit of a wind-up.
Newcastle 1.
Yes, Scotty, you're behind a bit. We're winning 2-1 now.
Ramsdale plays the ball out to Byrne on the left. Forwards to Hall. Back to
Don't shoot your shot before I'm telling you, it's not over.
The halfway line.
It's not over till the fat lady thinks, as they say.
Coming through is Ramsey, and there's a bundle of players around Voltemada who found
God, I hate these games. I hate these games.
Just back inside their own
I wish we stood in the championship, Rob. We didn't have to do this.
Recycles it to Chow and out to Trippier.
However, we did say just before half time that we are a second half team. We certainly do tend to play better in the second half than we do in the first half.
It's a throw to Sunderland on the left.
See, I would say we're more the first half team, and that's why I wanted the second.
We worked hard to get back into the game
before the break.
Hume will take the
there was a lot of discussion last night in the live with Baz about
turns it straight
whether
to Elanga, though.
Somebody will be getting fired if you lose this one today.
Yeah, Trowder up to the halfway line.
I think that would be a knee-jerk reaction, and Piff don't seem to do knee-jerk reaction. Luckily, there's no need. This man's took us to 2 Champions Leagues, a cup, you know, saved the club from certain relegation.
To answer Sean, no personnel changes at half time.
Well, this is halfway inside the Sunderland half.
Talby be on a high after winning the AFCON.
Yeah. Well,
looks like this will be another change. Willock's going to come on for.
That was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Newcastle.
It's a farce. I didn't watch one game of the AFCON. I'm not invested in it.
Willock.
Yeah, it's the longest VAR review ever.
So, Scotty, what are you thinking now? You've obviously you've still on paper got the most. You've got the strength in that side. Are you still confident you can still turn this round?
Free kick, still waiting for this to be taken.
Yes, but, I think we need to settle for
Jacob Murphy and Joe Willock waiting to
5-6 minutes.
For Newcastle.
Regroup.
It's 1-1
and keep doing. We need to keep probing.
Leaves it for Trippier. Floats it up into the penalty area. Headed out.
Looks like Eddie's going to make a change.
Hume goes across and hooks it away. Up
Joe
towards
Linton's
the
kicking off
halfway
for
line.
some
Trippier
reason.
getting back, but Talby's giving chase as well. Back to Ramsdale at the edge of the area, passes out to Hall.
You know, I was calm before that equaliser. Now we've equalised. The anxiety's
nervous again.
Pushing on through the middle here now. Broby and Talby both up, and it's played on to Broby, and Broby back into the centre here to Xhaka. Xhaka just outside the area. Take a deflection onto the roof of the net. Corner.
He who shall not be named.
The rat.
For just a split second.
He's back soon, isn't he? Apparently.
Over the keeper and in.
You're welcome, Mickey Grant. Welcome along, mate.
But it's a corner.
Welcome along.
From a corner, of course, they scored. Sunderland.
Thanks for the subscriber. Cheers.
Xhaka's jogging down to take the kick. 2 Newcastle substitutes.
I think it's Eddie that needs to make some changes now.
Do you know, Scott, I have seen Newcastle a few times this season. They've been well on top. And at full time, I've said to myself, how the hell have they not won that?
So Granit Xhaka.
We've sat, it's been the same all season. I've sat and scratched my head a few times. How have we lost this? How have we drew this?
Ball in here, Byrne heads it out. It's going to hang in the air for a moment.
And there seems to be a mentality thing at the minute.
And then
this season where we seem to capitulate the second half.
One challenge.
The lads can't afford to do that today.
But then a block
That was
by
close
Hume.
by
The
Xhaka.
ball's played over the top all the way back to Elborg.
Newcastle defender's header and nearly beat the keeper.
You can hear the frustration in the Newcastle fans now. Like, it just showed you a close-up by the Newcastle fans, and they look well fed up. I don't know why, it's only 1-1.
In front of him, and now back to Trippier.
How can it still happen?
To Chow.
The thing is,
and
it's
Burn,
1-1, but
up towards the
Sunderland appear
halfway
to be in
line,
the
wide
ascendancy
to
at the
Lewis
moment.
Hall.
Yes, we've been rattled, and you can see it.
We've had a right to. I reckon Xhaka's had a right go at them at half time, like, and you don't want that bloke breathing down your neck, do you?
Back with Burn.
See, I think we're missing that.
Trippier on this right.
Kieran Trippier's probably had a little bit of a go, but I think there's a difference between Xhaka having the go at you and Kieran Trippier, because Kieran Trippier's like 3 foot now. Do you know what I mean? And
Ramsey and eventually Hall. They're going to make 3 changes.
You have said something at half time, definitely.
For Newcastle.
Can we give a shout out to Scotty? Great bloke coming on today. Give us the Maggie's thoughts. You're getting good praise there, Scotty, from our member Sean.
Yep. He's a good lad, Scotty. Lives in Merton.
Hopefully Voldemort will score for us as Beaconsfield.
No, come on. Anybody scores for us, I'll be a happy man.
He's ringing in the changes, our Eddie. Livramento, Murphy and Willock.
For Livramento.
No Johan Wissa.
No sign of any changes.
Is he still injured? I think he went. Did he not go off against Barcelona injured?
Maybe he didn't even get on the field.
He didn't get on the field, did he?
He didn't even get on the field, no. I'm sure he's on the bench. So Eddie just doesn't seem to trust him yet.
Yeah, Newcastle at the moment appear to be playing the same way that Sunderland were in the first 15 minutes of the first half. You're not on the pace. You're losing first balls. You're not picking up second balls. It's
Voldemar's gone off. What's your thoughts on Voldemar in the match? You think he's had a decent game, Scotty?
Yes, fairly anonymous. He hasn't done anything wrong.
No,
you haven't heard him mentioned much.
To Murphy, but blocked by
the bits he's done well.
With the ball, plays it into the edge of the area. Xhaka heads it out. Burn
they've taken him off just in case. Just in case, mate.
Just in case.
Steve-O says, I just want Mukiele on for 09.
To Murphy, who shoots.
Yes.
Punched away behind for a corner by Elborg. There is a chance.
Has the tide turned a little bit? Have we switched on a little bit now?
Elborg
we look to have
punching it over.
Ooh. Concentration here.
Gary Bennett loves to say that, doesn't he? Concentration here. Every single time a team gets a corner.
But he's absolutely right.
We've seen an impact
they
from
need to
Livramento,
concentrate.
haven't we? So they've got to be mindful of that.
You know, every opportunity Murphy gets.
Luke 09 and Melborg high five each other.
Back to Gordon, back to Barnes. Barnes behind him is Livramento in the middle, and Livramento takes on Talby, drives one in the edge of the area. It comes off O'Nien, and Elborg will keep it in.
Well done.
Catches it.
I mean, you've got to say a fair play as well to Elborg. I know you're the fucked up at the beginning, but to come on, second string keeper in one of the biggest games in the Premier League, if not the biggest game in the Premier League, takes some bottle, doesn't it?
It does. And he's not a bad keeper. He's not a bad keeper. His distribution is not as good as Roofsy. He's definitely a good shot stopper.
Is this the lad you think is going to take over if Roofs goes in the summer?
I don't think Roofs will go in the summer, but he's a brilliant understudy to Roofsy.
68th minute, Newcastle 1, Sunderland 1. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Would you settle for a point, Scotty, Rob?
Michael Proctor's barking instructions.
I would, because I thought it would be a draw, but we're certainly in the ascendancy at the moment. It might be a disappointing draw for us if we carry on playing the way we are at the moment.
Whatever happens, I'm just pleased so far we're making a fight of it with a half-strength squad.
On his chest and gets it out to Hall. Hall pushing it on then.
Big
Looking
skill.
for Barnes, but it's been whipped away by Hertrauder.
We could go on.
Now,
Both
for
teams could
Rigg
go on
to take it on and
to get
play it
you.
down the right again for
This
Hertrauder to
doesn't
run onto
really
on
help
the touchline on
either
the
of
right.
us.
Broby's
Oh, no.
in the
When
middle. Here comes the
other
cross. Now
results
heads it in
went
the
our
air.
way with Brentford
And it'll
and
be nodded out by Hall,
Liverpool
straight to
and
Xhaka,
all
who
them
got in
type
front
of
of
results.
Barnes.
So
And
this
then Hertrauder back
this
to
is really
Diarra,
quite
onto
disappointing for both
Hertrauder
clubs.
again. He crosses, looking for Broby.
Get in.
Comes to Sadiq,
Oh,
he's punched
great
away
save.
by the keeper. Out to Hall on the far
He's got a
side.
fucking second
There
there
was a
with him.
chance, but it was straight at Ramsdale, and now a free kick.
Listen, the
for
roar
Newcastle
from the
wide on
Sunderland
left.
fans up on the
Straight
gods.
by
They sensed that
Sadiq.
we're going for a
Good
second
save by
row.
the goalie.
Was
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Seems very nervous in James's Park at the minute.
So
It's a
1-1
very
still
nervous St James's Park, mate.
in the second half here at St James's Park.
So did
Do you know,
anybody?
I was amazed at
Murphy,
Newcastle's marking there. There was
Gordon,
nobody
in the middle,
marking our
behind
player
him,
there.
Joe Linton. Again, now
Did anybody
Ramsey
find
through
out
to
why
Willock,
they cancelled the
trying to
fan
get
zone
this
thing?
out to the left wing to Lewis
The
Hall.
ticketed fan zone that you were
Sunderland
supposed to be
rushing
going
back to
to.
defend.
I've got a
Hume
funny
heads the ball
feeling
away.
they're getting a
He'll go for
refurb.
a throw.
Ah.
A yard or two from the
And I
corner
don't
on
know
the
whether
right-hand side.
they thought they were going to be
Livramento will
done
take
or
this
not.
Newcastle.
But
Let the Gallo get
they
in.
shouldn't have put out tickets, really.
They push everybody up. Newcastle.
They shouldn't. Were they free tickets or were they charged?
You think Sunderland could catch them
They
on
were
the
charged,
counter-attack?
so we're all
Ooh.
getting refunds.
You've got to
Yeah.
defend this though.
Yeah.
That's the key. They've got to defend
I
this.
don't quite
Throw
understand,
from
because when I
Livramento.
went past, I think it was the
Down
Chelsea
goes
game, and I
Burr
went to Stack.
and, Hume
It looked
and
like it was
Diarra.
going to
The
be
ball
closed, and I
comes bobbling back
thought,
through and just
I had a feeling that it was
past
going to
the top of
happen,
the post
and
for
it
a
did.
corner.
That was a bobbler.
It was, and everyone paused.
Sean
and they were
MC,
just
yes,
waiting for it
Scotty,
to
these
bobble into
matches
the
are
bottom
not
right
league
corner,
games,
but
they're
it's a
something
corner
different,
again.
but I agree. Kingfisher,
Yeah.
I'm just
To
happy it's not a cricket
Newcastle.
score. Sean, I would take a point now as I thought we 3-1 to the Maggies. We have so many AFCON players who are learning the culture, doing well, I must say. But when Xhaka has a go, I think they do realise. Norway Mackham says barcodes are trapping bricks. I think everybody is at the minute, mate. It's a typical derby. Come on,
Yeah.
Sunderland says Norway Mackham. We can do it. Beaconsfield, we definitely need fresh legs on. Push, push, push. Colin Major, when Benno says get in prematurely, it has my heart in my mouth. He does it all the time, Colin.
Yeah, he does.
He goes, get in!
That strike by Sadiq was a good strike and it was a
He's
good
got
save
blocked,
by
he's
the
got his
keeper.
fist on it and then tips it onto the roof of the net, but it's a goal kick, says the referee.
That's not the commentator from
It's got to be stronger.
Gary Bennett. That's the supporter of Gary Bennett coming out
And everybody
when they do
heads
that.
back upfield.
Yes.
When he shouts "get in," he's literally
Regis
speaking
Rees
for everybody what they do.
Comes out
Yeah.
after a debate with his coaches.
Brian Hughes says,
Ball
"Bring
out
on
into
Ronaldo,
midfield
Nordi,
to
and Lafay.
Diarra. Plays it
We will
across here
walk it."
to
I don't know about that, Brian.
Alderete.
I'm not getting too cocky yet.
Alderete
We do
up
know
to
Newcastle are
halfway,
still dangerous coming
pushing
forward.
Talby on. Broby makes a move into the penalty area. Bounces through in front of him and he managed to keep it in, but
I'd love to know what
Ramsdale
Xhaka said at half
rush
time.
out, scoop it up on the right side of his 6-yard box. Rolls it out to Ramsey. Then Hall on the left-hand side.
Who's your
down
player,
the
Scotty,
left
that
wing here.
would have a go at all the
Looking to
team if they were
break
doing
is
badly?
Willock.
Who's your pick-me-up in your
Runs the
team?
ball out for a throw to Sunderland.
I think Trips, with the experience that he's got,
Going to be another change by Newcastle. Asula's going to
I
come
think
on.
Bruno would,
Looks like
but
they're
he's
gonna
not quite there.
throw
He's not the
everything at
captain
Sunderland.
that Trips is yet.
The last
He's learning
20
the
minutes,
role.
Newcastle. Talby back to
Here
Hume.
comes
Hume
Asula.
across into the middle to O'Nien.
He's ringing in the changes
Yeah,
again.
Trowder.
No, I
On to
think Joe
Rigg.
Linton could.
Rigg now.
The problem is with
Halfway
Joe,
inside the
I
Newcastle
think
half, goes round Willock,
he loses
comes
his head
inside,
too easy, so I
looks
don't
to
know
play
whether
the ball
he'll be
through to
told just to
Broby,
sit down
backing
and
in
shut
the
up and
6-yard
listen.
box is blocked by Chow, and then Willock heads the ball.
He's got
down to the
potential
goal
for
line and it's
leadership,
kept
Joe,
in
but he
by
just goes
Lewis
too
Hall, but
far
played
for
straight
me
out
anyway.
to Trowder, and Livramento heads it behind for a corner.
Come on.
As he tried to pick out Talby.
Tell you what,
Listen to the raw from Sunderland.
excellent play.
Just having a look at the
Broby again, get the
stats
ball into his feet. He's
for
causing
the second
problems
session.
there, haven't he?
Have a word.
So,
Broby with his strength.
possession-wise, we're up to 40%. We've now had
Trey
11
Hughes
shots
coming
on goal. Newcastle
to
also
take
have had
the
11. We've had
corner
5 on target.
at
Newcastle
the
have had 3.
Leeds'
Touches
end.
inside the opposition box. Newcastle
Lafay's
16,
warming up.
Sunderland 19.
Yender's warming up.
So
O'Kaley's
still
warming
fairly evenly
up.
balanced.
Hume with
but
this corner.
Sunderland
Good
definitely
Rig at the back of the penalty area. So
On the
Statistical.
ascendancy a little bit.
It's hooked in. And
It's been a better game than it was
Joe Linton, only as far
the
as Xhaka
first
on
time
the
round.
right, plays it back
Stadium
into the
alike, yeah.
middle of midfield.
Yeah, it's been a better game.
He's got
Yeah,
Barnes
ready.
in front of him. Hertrauder
Yeah.
rolls it wide to Hume.
It has been a
Hume
better
puts the
game.
ball back
Just
in the
back.
box. It's hooked away again by Newcastle.
No,
Up to
still no
Elbaugh.
subs for us, Kingfisher.
And Elbaugh brings it down in front of Gordon. Plays it to Statistical. Statistical hooks it
Just back.
right back
2
up
minutes.
the other end, but it'll bounce through to Aaron Ramsdale. Osula's back sitting down on the bench. They've not made the change yet. And now it's with Hall.
Just
Forwards
looking at that
to Willock, and Osula comes back out again.
shot by
Joe Linton,
Roby.
Murphy back to Joe Linton. Talby
Joe
trying to put
just
a bit of
bounced
press
off
on
him.
Joe Linton, but he comes away
He's
through the middle
one
here
of a
for
beast of a
Newcastle.
player.
Gordon. Now
And Chow's not a small
Willock
lad.
again on the left-hand
No,
side.
that's what I mean.
And
Young
Willock
just bounced off it.
Yeah.
Sunderland pulling everybody back except Broby. Diarra trying to get this off Ramsey. It's played to Murphy
Get rid of
in
it,
the
Joe.
middle. Joe Linton just in front of him. To the right to Livramento. Hume closes him down. And Livramento to the goal line and puts the ball behind for a corner off Hume.
Concentration again by Sunderland.
Yeah, Hall to take the corner again on this right-hand side.
That's where Elbaugh needs to command his box again, organise.
Eddie Howe is giving William Masula instructions. Hall then with this corner from the right.
Don't get caught in.
To the near post. It's come
Elbaugh.
down. Oh, it's in. It's headed
Ah.
home.
Have they scored again?
Chow.
Chow.
But the referee
I'm
has
behind.
given
I'm
a
fucking
free
behind.
kick.
The free kick, it's not a
Newcastle's
goal.
players continue to celebrate, but it's not going to count.
Not going to count.
Dan
Thank
Burn
God
comes
for
back
that.
to the referee.
Is it
This will,
offside?
of course, be reviewed,
It'll be reviewed, I don't know.
but the goal has been
Oh, this isn't fair that you're in
by
front.
Anthony
This is
Taylor.
this is terrible.
All
This.
the Newcastle fans here on their feet. 3
No
players
goal.
surround referee Anthony
Oh,
Taylor.
where we
but,
just
one
get
of the
them
Barnes
subs
walked
on, man.
away
What
now.
you doing?
And that checking disallowed goal for a foul, the VAR. On the big screen, that's up on the corner
Good
of
header.
the Lees' end.
Yeah, he's offside.
Osula's going to come on, and we still wait. And he's coming
Harvey
on
Barnes.
for
Is he
Harvey
saying
Barnes.
Murphy was impeding the keeper?
But again, you know, we've got to
Decision
we've got
no
to command
goal,
the box,
foul
haven't we?
by Murphy. Yeah. So 1-1 still here at St James's Park. Osula
Ooh,
comes
relief.
on now with 15 minutes to play.
It's not good for my art either,
That's-
Beaconsfield.
All Newcastle's substitutions made.
Sunderland fans are
Made
crying
it
out
yet.
for subs, like they're wondering what the hell.
Regis
What's
Louise
going
having
on?
a word with Trey Hume. Well, there's a
Scotty,
warning
how's your nerves,
for
mate? Must be
Sunderland
torn
from
to
that.
shreds, are they?
We've talked about it
I
all
mean-
afternoon, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. I,
Kick
like
from Elbaugh
as
goes straight
the same
out.
as you guys. Like it's on a knife's
Throw
edge,
to
isn't it?
Newcastle
Yeah.
in their own
I
half.
think that
Livramento
was an
takes it on the
offside.
right. Back to
Just
Chow.
your,
His goal was
your,
disallowed.
your player was pushing
Now with
back
Ramsdale
against our keeper
at the edge
when
of his
the ball
D,
was
pushing
headed
to
towards goal, so he
midfield.
was definitely interfering with play.
and kicking, driving this up deep
It
into
just
the
shows you though,
Sunderland half.
Newcastle,
Trouder turns it straight
That
down
Barnsley
to
off?
they've got
Gordon
it.
in the middle, who's trying to find Hall.
I think
Trouder
do you know
wins
what it
it
is
back
in there?
again.
I think
playing
both
it up
teams
through
have
to
got it at the
Broby.
minute.
Broby
This could go
needs
either
some
way at the
support here,
minute.
and finally plays it to the left to Hume.
This
Talby's made a run.
I think
Sadiqi's
personally
made a
there's
run
one
through the
more
middle.
goal in
Talby
it.
down the left-hand side. Livramento in front of him. Talby taking
I'm just
him
pleased
on,
we've
but
not been
Livramento's made the
disgraced or
challenge.
steamrolled
It's
because
won
we
the
haven't.
ball back for Newcastle. Talby
Mate,
First
we
15
haven't-
minutes
tried
we
to
were.
put pressure on
First
Livramento,
15
and in the
minutes
end,
we
Chow
were
puts the
pants.
ball out for a throw to Sunderland.
Since then,
On the left,
we've either held our
Newcastle
own
won,
or
Sunderland
been
won. We're in the
the better
77th
team.
minute.
Second half, we
We've
have
seen
been
quite a
better.
lot of time
nobody this season
added on
really.
at the end for a
We've
injury
never.
to Sven Botman.
There's only I think Everton that we've really
Luke
gone
O'Nien comes down
away
to take a long throw
and
here
done a
for
number
Sunderland.
on
Drives
them.
the ball up under his shirt.
We haven't got
again.
the attack force. The attack force
Steps
doesn't seem
back
to
onto the
click
track at the edge of the pitch.
like that at the minute.
And we'll launch this
Right, people in the chat, 10 being the highest of anxiety, 0 being your calm. What is your number out of 10? Mine's about 8 at the minute.
Mine's 99.
Yours 99? Oh, you're doing Scotty.
Oh, man, this is... I'm at 99 too. This
You're
is
99?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's like I say, this could go either way, or stay the same. And if it stays the same, you know, it's another draw. We still haven't beat us in the league, and it drags on for another year, doesn't it? And also, it doesn't help us in the league, either one of us. This probably is the worst result that for either team going forward.
The Sunderland fans would feel like this is a victory if they come away with a 1-1 draw, mind.
Yeah.
And it's put back by
with the injuries you've got, yes, I can see that.
Livramento races onto it down this right-hand side, plays it back inside to Joe Linton, and now again Gordon back to Joe Linton, edge of the area, comes off the back of Xhaka, drops for O'Nien.
Yeah, Jonathan, I would agree. If we were 3-0 up, I'd still be worried.
Do you think the Bree's not making the subs because of the fact we're playing okay? And he's like, he doesn't want to upset the apple cart. Is that a dodgy thing to do?
I think it's a dodgy thing to do. Yeah.
Newcastle half to Chow and forwards to Livramento.
Thing is, sometimes
goes to close him down. A block
can change the way. Yeah, it disrupts the game. So maybe he's just thinking we're in this. Let's just keep it the way it is. But then again, are you going to get leggy in the next 6-7 minutes? Because we've brought legs on.
Kicking in, Nick.
Yeah.
We might have to freshen things up.
Joe Linton's been colossal in the midfield.
The substitutes are warming up, but there's no sign of any intention of Sunderland making any changes yet. Newcastle 1, Sunderland 1.
Do you want the subs on, Rob, or are you happy the way things are?
No, I think we need Ronaldo on. We need maybe early on. We need Lafayette.
We're just causing pressure.
Like for like changes.
Wyndon, hello, it's a very dangerous game, Stuart, if he's thinking that, mate.
Burns all over him, but Broby holds up strongly, and Rigg puts the ball up to the edge of the penalty area. Ramsdale has to come out.
Do you know what it feels like? It feels like the playoff final against Sheffield United.
Halfway line on the right.
Intensity.
Oh, Krusty the Clown blazes over the bar.
Should do. He is.
I mean, there is one positive. There's only 10 minutes left.
Diarra makes a move.
Yeah, that's no
fingers left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Broby, but Burns smashes it back up towards
nails
elbow.
are gone. Fingers left.
It's just outside his penalty area.
Would you have took a draw? I think.
Yes, I thought the score
Trey Hume in the centre circle.
I thought a 1-1
down
draw,
the right wing,
to be
looking
honest.
for Rigg. Hall tries to put Rigg off.
I couldn't say you not scoring. I couldn't say us getting beat.
I couldn't say you not scoring either, to be fair.
Broby, it comes down for.
We don't grind out many clean sheets now, which is a big problem.
At the edge of the area, Rigg, and Rigg is rolled through to Hume. Hume shot blocked. Joe Linton heads it away, and then Alderete is going to get a yellow card for catching Osula. Another one who's taken one for the team there, Alderete.
Why does it seem like we're standing watching you?
Osula was on the break.
In the box.
Xhaka is struggling.
I know.
Yeah.
He's
He got caught by Joe Linton, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that the yellow card,
Ran into
Scotty?
each other, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that's a yellow card, yeah.
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 He took one for the team there, I think.
You know what it is? I think 100% of players would have done the exact same thing. Yeah, because the break was on.
Incidentally, the attendance here this afternoon.
Tactical
Ramsdale's going to take the free kick just behind the
the first
centre
20 minutes, 30 minutes, I thought it was going to finish somewhat like 5-0.
Sunderland trying
Honestly,
to push
the way
out
Newcastle started
to about 22
yards.
That was definitely a yellow card.
Ramsdale with the free kick.
We don't do that now, Stu. We don't do it.
Trying to get on the end of it, as is Chow in the penalty area, but he's fouled Alderete or O'Nien. O'Nien he's caught.
God, I hate this game.
Yeah,
who will he
that's,
come on
that's
for?
called an obstruction, I think.
Xhaka.
Why can't we just be interested in carpet
90
balls or something?
remain.
We're watching a derby between Gateshead, Rothbury Gardens
Xhaka, yeah,
against
clearly
friggin'
not 100% there. He's trying to
Sunderland
stand
Luke's Road or something
foot
like
down
that.
and walk off
Carpet balls.
the knock.
Not good for your health, this, is it?
83rd minute.
No. Nah.
Newcastle 1, Sunderland
Football
1.
takes years off your life, I'm sure it does.
Kick from
Especially supporting Sunderland on
Elbow.
Newcastle.
Leaps
I'm only
above Broby,
Finbane's
looks at the
got it.
referee, gets nothing. Hall hooks it back into the Sunderland half.
I don't think he's going to bring any subs on, you know. The break.
He's bringing
Nods
Lefebvre
it
on.
down.
Is he?
Apparently.
Xhaka
Yeah, he's
strides in. And then
Lefebvre's
Talby gets
just
the
been
ball back to Hume. An interception made by
getting
Willock.
undressed.
He gets above Xhaka, heads it back, and Talby flicking it on to Siddiqui. But Chow gets in front of him. Now Joe Linton holding off Siddiqui, who managed to flick it through to Talby and Broby. Broby into the penalty area, trying to go on still. Needs some support. Diarra's low shot is blocked by Hall. And Asula at the edge of the area clears it up into the centre circle to Alderete. Through the middle to Talby. Talby on his right. It takes a deflection. It's a corner. Goal kick, says the referee. So it must have swung off his boot, and Diarra is the player coming off. And the Lefebvre is going on. 84th minute. 1-1 here.
I reckon there'll be
at
about
St.
7
James's
minutes
Park.
added on as well.
Yeah,
Both sides
yeah,
going for it.
there was a long
Do you know what?
injury delay
I don't know
for,
about you, but I think this game
Whilst we
has
think it's good,
flown over.
there's 7 minutes left.
It's gone like lightning. I think
It
it's
has.
because it's that tense. And there's that
Diarra
much going on.
Walking off here. In the 85th.
I mean, we've had some drab games in the
Minute now,
past where
applauding
it
the
feels
Sunderland
like
fans at the
there's
top
only
of
10
the
minutes being played now.
Lees' end.
Yeah.
Habib Diarra, Enzo Lefebvre.
I think the awful
Back
thing is the papers
here
is going to pick
now
up
for
on
Sunderland.
whatever's
On he
happened
comes. And
in the crowd, and it's going to get marred.
Well, I hope it's not racial abuse and
alongside
stuff, but that will
Broby.
come out,
Yeah.
Scotty, at full
It's a
time,
10
won't it?
just
Or
behind
later on.
Broby.
Yeah. And
Because,
I'd like to think
Ramsdale then with a goal kick for
Look, we got it when Migenda got attacked with it.
Newcastle. Up to Asula, but he couldn't hold it.
Yeah,
Lefebvre plays it back to
it's not-
Asula.
wasn't
Done it
this
for him,
the-
Lefebvre.
right,
Asula's
I'm
taking
not
this
saying
on,
it was a
still
Sunderland
going. Look at the
fan,
run of Willock into the
but
penalty
I think
area.
it was a
Willock
Sunderland
now just tapping it back behind him to Gordon. Lefebvre gets in front of him. Gordon's
Arsenal,
shot over the bar.
who
And the
was
goal kick
he was
to
found
Sunderland.
guilty of racially abusing
And,
Give it to Gordon, give it to Gordon.
possibly
Gordon,
He's crouched
Brian,
down on his knees at the edge of the area. I don't know how much that is just a bid to
so Diarra
let the
off
clock wind
and
down.
Lefebvre on.
The assistant flicks a ball off the pitch.
There, we've got a sub, 84
Elborg.
minutes or whatever it is.
He's going to take the
Cabby,
goal
if
kick.
it was Sunderland v Newcastle and Carter balls would still be the same, says
Jones
Colin.
are both,
That's very
warming
true.
up.
That's
There's no
very
intention
true.
of either of them coming on, I'm sure. But
We'll probably have
Here in
international
the
tiddlywinks at the local slug and lettuce, and we'll be
86th
still
minute,
absolutely
1-1.
green with nerves.
Elborg.
Could be worse, Gabby.
Now
Could be darts in the Falkland Islands,
Newcastle are calling
where the teams are so
another
far apart
substitute
it's so
down
difficult
here,
to get
but
to
they've
them. They
already
do it
made
by radio.
5.
So all
So
you
I'm
hear
not
is,
quite sure.
and at the hockey
Are they
we've
going to
got
claim that
goose
Botman was
green.
a head injury
Thud,
protocol?
thud, thud,
Concussion
thud,
injury.
180.
The ball is
Oh,
headed
the
out
bollocks comes from
It's a
the
throw
guys in Stanley.
to Newcastle, which is quickly taken. I think they are going to claim that the Botman being a concussion injury. They're
Possession though,
going to be allowed to
60%
bring on a sixth
Newcastle,
substitute,
40
I suspect
Sunderland.
is the case.
Yeah. Now it's
The ball
we
is
know
out
what possession means, don't
for a
we?
throw here.
Nothing.
To
Well,
Sunderland.
it does these days,
For
doesn't it?
the
Because I wouldn't
87th
say we've
minute.
had 60%.
Yeah. No, teams for
Trowder
me,
with it,
it's
down the
not
line.
even XG because I
Broby and
don't
Byrne
really
back
understand this
again.
XG
Byrne
crap.
pulling him back. The ball
But
played over the top for Siddiqui
Newcastle
to
and
run
Sunderland
onto
have
down the
both
right
had
from
15
Lefebvre.
shots.
Siddiqui
Four of
down the right of
Newcastle's
the
been on
Newcastle
target, 5 of
penalty area. Blue
Sunderland's have
shirts
been on
pouring into the
target.
box here.
And touches
Siddiqui
inside
pulls
the
the ball back
opposition
here.
box. Newcastle
Oh,
20,
nearly
Sunderland
ran away from
25.
Rig, but he's got it back
Yeah.
now to
Now he brings on
Alderete.
Johan Musa. He's got
Alderete.
4 minutes
Broby's calling for the ball.
and added on
Through
time.
Hume in the penalty
I
area on
think that's the
left edge.
highest
He's gone down with
XG
Willock.
I've
The
seen
ball
for
not high
Sunderland
for a
this season,
goal kick.
1.52.
So
It's normally
Twister's
0
coming
point
on.
something.
So this has got to be a it's got to be.
I don't even look at XG because I just think
no,
it's,
he's not. He
it's
was
a
about to
made
come on.
up.
Now he's not coming
I
on.
don't understand it.
And a goal kick to
They seem to
Newcastle.
create a narrative for
88th
the
minute.
top 6 to look good. I think.
Newcastle looking to make a 6th.
They did a running stat with
change.
Liverpool once, how much distance they covered, and I thought, do you know what it is? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Nick,
Davies
you're
high
right.
in the air.
I can't remember seeing it any higher than
So the Premier League
than
confirmed
1.2,
the
to be honest. And I think that's when we beat West Ham 3-0.
will be taken. Here's Talby down the left of the penalty area. He tries to cross, wins a corner off Livramento.
They have confirmed it is
Come on.
racial abuse against
Sunderland's
racial
fifth
abuse
corner.
against
Quality ball in.
Gertrude.
Well, let's
Hume
just
is
hope
coming
the
down to
colour.
take
He'll
this.
be on camera. He'll be on camera.
Well, I don't call
2
them
minutes
football
or so
fans.
left to
They're not
play
fans.
of the
They're not
90.
football- they're not
Whistles are
football
still waiting to
fans.
come on here.
They're not
still
associated with
intending bringing him
Newcastle.
on.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Hume
And I certainly wouldn't tar all the
Take
Newcastle
this
fans with
corner
the same
on
brush,
the left.
because there's a lot of
Whistles.
Newcastle fans
Alderweireld.
spot on forth that
on his shoulder,
just want a
giving
good game of
instructions.
football
Hume on the left.
and want the team to win. It's as simple as
Chowder
that.
back out in midfield. Bit of pushing going on. The ball played in by Hume.
Oh, so
And
our
the
fans look
referees,
sick. You know the Eddie Howe
agreed
fans are going to be
that
absolutely
pushing on
right
Ramsdale.
tonight.
And so it's.
Do you know, I hate that when you get awarded a corner and then you foul the keeper. It's like, it's your chance you've got to put pressure on, and I hate it.
So the
When the
89th
corner,
minute,
the minute it's brought in, the referee blows for a foul.
this change
What a
by
waste.
Newcastle.
Do you not think the
So
referees
there's
the
there has to be a
keepers a bit
concussion
too protected
protocol.
these days,
That's
though?
their 6th substitution.
Well, if it's a 50-50 challenge, that with any
Ramsdale
keeper, they
about to
get it.
take
They get the benefit of the doubt all the time.
Goal kick over the halfway line, up towards. And in the end, it's Rigg.
Newcastle
who
fans
finds,
are looking a bit sick.
Trouder. Now,
On the
Like I
telly.
say, mate,
Lefay,
you know what's
Lefay
coming.
leaves it
The Eddie Howe
Rigg plays it
will
back.
be
It
out
whips
tonight.
past Whistler, comes on now to Xhaka,
It'll
who
be
gets it out
all
on his left-hand
wood.
side
And
to
to be
Talby.
fair,
Talby
I think 1-1's
taking
probably a
down the
fair
left.
result
Chow
as
goes
of
in
now.
past him, but the ball just
A draw.
tucked away on the right by Chow for
We
Murphy.
can't seem
inside
to break this.
Willer,
The
drives it
hoodoo
straight
of
at
beating us.
Trouder.
No matter how
Trouder now
good we get.
to
And
Lefay,
long may it
inside to
continue,
Xhaka.
Scotty.
Newcastle won.
But like I say, though,
Sunderland won.
these
Last
games,
minute of the 90th.
you know, we could
Rigg
run 10 on the
rolling it
bounce,
into Lefay
and
in
this
the penalty
game
area.
it would have
Goes a
meant
bit
nothing
wide
to
onto
this
the goal
because
line, trying to pull it back. Push
Willock,
it in.
man,
Get it!
Get in!
Brian Broby in the 90th.
Get in!
And
In
it's
under
the Van Broby.
Ramsdale, and Sunderland have
Sorry,
taken the
Scotty.
lead. Newcastle 1, Sunderland 2.
Get in!
It's Brian
where's that
Broby,
at the back?
and it's Enzo Lefay who pulled the ball back for him at the near post on the right, and it's pushed under the keeper.
Oh my
by
God!
Brian Broby, 2-1 to Sunderland.
Well, he deserves,
Come on!
he deserves that goal. He's had 2 efforts at it, didn't he? Excellent, great play.
Broby,
Well done,
Broby,
Lefay.
Broby!
We're about to go into added time.
Oh dear.
How much added time will there
That
be?
sums it up, Scotty.
A yellow card for Brian Broby for taking his shirt off. But Sunderland now lead 2-1.
Oh, yes. Clean goal as well. No argument about
As we head
offside
into
or
See,
fouls or
added
anything like
time.
that.
Every single game,
Tell you what,
you
he's
just know
been
in the last
excellent, hasn't he?
5 minutes.
Brian
Lean
Broby,
it
that's
around.
Beast,
fantastic.
isn't he?
He deserved that goal.
He looks
I'm
like a beast
shaking.
with his
I'm
shirt
shaking.
on, but with his
Newcastle
shirt on, he
waiting
looks
to-
like more of a beast.
It's gone through Dan
Start the
Burns'
game.
legs.
My mouth's
Newcastle
dry.
won, Sunderland
I can't
2.
speak.
Brian Broby with his 6th goal
Yes,
this
he
season.
is.
He's going to come off.
7 minutes. He's gone down.
I said 7 minutes added on, didn't I?
7 minutes, you did.
7 minutes to play.
Who's
Add
meant
it
to be
on.
who's on him? Is it
Mienda's
Tino?
going to come on.
Who was meant to be marking him?
Mienda will play.
And Renildo.
And Renildo. That will frustrate Newcastle. They'll feel that this is time
To be
wasting,
fair,
but Brian Broby's
it
hauled
was
to
good
his
save
feet.
from the
He's
keeper from his
looking
first
at the
shot.
bench.
but
Oh man.
saying,
was.
I don't think he wants to
Couldn't
come off,
breathe.
does he?
He's going to come off.
But he's being ushered off by
It
Reggie
was a very
Stabilis.
good save.
But it was a
tell you
quick
what,
reaction
he
by
has put
Broby
a
to put it
shift
past the
in.
keeper.
Do you know what it is?
Five at
It
the
was
back,
it was a poacher's goal.
Yeah, it was.
Renildo's going to come
You
off.
know,
Go 5
I
at
don't know
back.
who was meant to be on
At the
him.
very least, Sunderland are going to get something from this game. Surely
I'm really
now. They lead
disappointed in
2-1.
Regis Labrigo.
Broby coming
No
off,
knee
Mienda
slide.
coming on.
No knee slide.
No knee
Broby's
slide.
Gonna take Rick off, Adam.
Scored in the 90th minute, and it's
No,
Talby is coming
Talby.
off.
Oh man, I can't stand this.
It's.
Can't stand
So
I think I'm more nervous now than I was when we were drawing runs
Reynildo
apiece.
comes on.
Rob, would you be happy with a point?
I'd still be happy with a point. Yes.
Probably still about 7
I'd
minutes to play
prefer
out
3.
here.
I'd prefer 3,
They lead
but I'd be
2-1.
quite happy to take a
Wissa
point.
restarts the game.
You think that's funny when I
Plays
go
it
on like
back
that?
to Ramsdale. Sweeps the ball upfield. Is headed away by O'Nien.
Happy, I thought you were quite calm
Bearing
there,
in
mate.
mind our apprehension when we saw this Sunderland team
I'm not.
at the start of the afternoon.
I jumped up and down. My
what a
phone went
remarkable
flying
effort
across the
by
kitchen
them.
because it was still connected to the
And having gone a
computer.
goal down after 10 minutes. Come back from that to lead 2-1 as Ramsey pushes the ball out. Alderete fouls Osuna. Joe Linton wants to take it quickly.
Sunderland XG
Sadiqi's
is
going
at
to get a yellow card
2.45.
for making the block.
Where
Not getting
did
back
we get
10
that from?
yards. He'll happily take that. 94th minute.
Oh, now we've got the subs on. We've got Reynildo on.
Joe, what you doing?
Joe Linton to Livramento. Puts the
Robbie
ball at
off
the edge of the area.
Ronaldo
Lefebvre
on.
puts it back out
This is
again.
the Joe Linton I can't
Murphy
stand.
intercepts. Goes past Mienda in the middle. Out on the left-hand side to
Get
Lewis
him up.
Hall.
Don't get too. Get him up.
Don't know.
Edge of the box.
Back
That's it.
to Joe Linton here in the centre circle. Livramento. Reynildo cutting
Ridiculous.
across to try and get in front of him as it's Herr Trauder who catches Livramento. And
The
he gets a
Another
yellow
longest
yellow
3
card.
minutes of my life.
It's giving him out like confetti,
Well,
innit?
they're stacking up here now.
Toothless. Absolutely
They'll
toothless.
happily take them. That's
Oh
the
my
5th
God.
yellow card for Sunderland.
I would
this
never have
afternoon.
thought this the first 20 minutes,
But
25
it's
minutes.
a
My
set piece.
God.
They need to
No.
defend
Do you know what
this
it
now.
is? I saw it sort of coming because
Sunderland.
we didn't capitalise.
Free kick central. Lewis Hall fancies it.
We've missed chances. You cannot miss
Stay
chances
strong
in the
here.
Premier League. You've got to be clinical.
We
And
say
we're
that
not.
every game, Scotty. We say that
Lewis
every
Hall
game. We can't afford
steps
to miss
back
the
away from the
chances,
ball.
and we do.
to the 95th minute.
Stay together as a wall.
Sunderland holding the line on the 18-yard
You still get a chance,
line.
Scotty.
Lewis Hall drives it in. It takes a deflection and it's tipped behind by Elborg.
It's not
a
a
corner
team
to,
that, to be fair, mate, we're not a
to
team that
Newcastle. They need to
really
defend
comes
this.
back in the
Concentrate.
dying
Elborg,
embers.
he's got to command his
We've done it a
box
few
here.
times. We're not prolific at
free
doing
headers.
it.
Sunderland lead 2-1. This corner from the left at the Gallowgate end.
I think
Everybody pushed up.
it's
for
not a
Newcastle
knee-jerk
here. A lot
reaction,
of
but you've
movement
got to
in the
wonder,
6-yard box.
does
It
Eddie
comes
need
inside
to look
It's
at his,
O'Nien
his strike force
Is
in
it
the summer?
O'Nien who headed that away? I'm not sure, but it's headed away. Might even
Going
have been rigged.
forward.
Hall just inside the Sunderland half, puts it back up for Alderete to head away. Joe Linton trying to turn it back. It comes off Mienda as he tried to turn it back to Livramento. Mienda then here trying to go past Livramento. Joe Linton comes back and he plays the ball back. No foul on Mienda, says Anthony Taylor.
I suppose the good thing is, and this is from the Sunderland perspective, is that Twat Sutton did predict that we'd get beat 2-1.
Ramsdale in the middle of the
Come on, hit the thumbs
we
up
knew,
for
we knew we weren't
Kicks
losing.
long, looking for Byrne. Up goes Hume with him. The ball comes down for Livramento. Behind them is Chow.
We've
And
just
now
gone
Livramento on
left
this
to
right-hand
right
side.
to left
He
to
tries to
right.
put the ball in here
to
now
left,
for
to
Wissa.
right.
Whipped away by
We've done
Alderete.
Chelsea.
And he'll come back for Hall to
Everything's
chase
been
back.
in front of you.
Rig on his shoulder. Hall
Second half,
peels away
we're
from
not a second half
Rig.
team.
Cross to Chow, and he puts it on.
We had to bury it in the
right.
first.
Livramento
We-
wide to
the thing is, though, Scotty,
closed
we
down
are
by
a second half
Reynildo,
team. We
who
always
gets the
perform
ball,
better
but
in
it
the
rolls
second
off
half
Joe
than we do in the
Linton.
first half.
Across
And
on
this
the
is
other
why I
side
wanted to bury
to
it in the
Ramsey.
first.
In goes
We
Rig.
needed to in the
Reached
first, and
Willock.
I
Yeah.
thought
Has got an
I
advantage
thought
from the
this,
referee.
and then
Crosses
obviously
here. Sunderland have to be
yous
big
can
and
come on
strong,
stronger
and
because
Lefebvre will let the ball run
we've
behind
just beaten
for a
Barcelona.
goal
I think
kick.
the legs have gone.
Despite the attempts
Do you know what it is? I'm not going
Dan
to take
Burn
anything away from
to
you.
keep the ball in. We're in the
It's not over yet, Scotty, lad.
well, if it is
It's not.
2-1, even
There's
a
two-
draw
there's a
would have
minute
been
and a half left,
fantastic
mate.
result, but to come here with this team and lead Newcastle 2-1.
I've said it a
going
few
into the
times,
last
but
couple
we'll
of minutes
not.
of the game. We're in the
You
7th
just
minute
know,
at a time.
you
There
guys
will be
see what
more.
happens in games, and we do
Shaw.
too.
Elborg.
Oh, Eddie.
Now,
with
the big question
goal
is,
kick.
if the scoreline stays the
Hangs
same,
in the
are we
air.
having pitches out at the in
Reynildo
front of the
beaten for it.
Sunderland
Joe
fans?
Linton just behind him. Drops back to Joe Linton again.
I think
Plays
he's
it
will.
across to
I think he's will.
Hall. Wide on the left, just
That'd be
inside his
called
own half.
rubbing it in a bit.
We're into the 8th minute
I think
of added time.
it would.
There's a foul by Lefay on
But at the end of the
Chow. It's a
day,
free kick
we
to
started it.
Newcastle.
We've got to expect it.
Yeah.
And Ramsdale putting the ball
you know,
down will take the free kick. Sunderland trying to push the ball, their defensive ball right out. And Ramsdale with this
just
kick,
2
clips
20
it up to the
seconds
edge of
to
the
go,
area.
guys.
Burn flicks it on into the box, and it's head Trouder gets it away from the feet of Willock. Comes out to Hall, but
This is what
Siddiqui
happens
wins
when
it.
you
Now
take your chances.
Lefay looking for Mienda. Mienda against Livramento. Mienda, Wissa's chasing back. Mienda's got away from Livramento for a moment, then Wissa blocks it. And Hall has it. And we've played 8 minutes of added time now.
What a last-ditch tackle by, I don't know who it was for you guys. What a last-ditch tackle that was.
Added time. Then Reynaldo catches Livramento and he gets a yellow card.
How many yellow cards has the ref given out, man?
How long are you playing?
It's minimum time, remember, it's minimum time, that's 7 minutes.
Sunderland, Hume, Alderete, Getruda,
again.
Siddiqui,
Ramsdale,
Robbie.
to Murphy. Sunderland just have to see this out.
5 to
It's
Sunderland.
nodded by Lefay
None
from the edge
to
of the area,
Newcastle.
out to Reynaldo, happy to put it in the crowd. Throw to Newcastle on the right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
98
That was
and
a
a half
good.
minutes played.
That was very good
Sunderland leading
clearance.
2-1. Livramento's going to take a long throw here.
Last ditch was
In
fantastic. It
comes
was
the
fantastic because he
ball
was
into the
coming in
penalty area,
quick.
And it's headed behind by Chow. It's a goal kick to Sunderland.
Get in! Goal kick.
Nearly
Surely that's got to
99
be
minutes
it.
played.
It's got to be it.
Where's he getting the minute and a half?
Gotta be.
2-1.
Time from?
It's got to be it.
Basula's placing the ball.
Are you
throwing
not
it
sick
down
of this
here
bit
for
as well,
Elford
though?
to take
Where
the
Keep
put up
adding
7
time
goal
minutes.
kick.
Oh, it does me head in.
I get about,
Well,
I
what
can
a
get
result
30
this will be if
seconds,
Sunderland
40
can hold out
seconds,
here.
50 seconds. But when it comes to a minute,
take all
2
3
minutes,
points.
3 minutes, you think, is there,
Goals from Talby.
why are we putting up a board now? Because it never seems.
Get in!
What a result that is.
That is an incredible result from Sunderland to come from
happy
1 down
Norway
here at St
Mackem.
James's Park with
And a
what you
happy
deem a
see 'em-
weakened team.
see 'em
my
slash
God.
Players
Devon Mackem.
not back from injury, but they come
Eddie,
back in the
you're in
second
trouble
half
now,
to score
son.
goals from Talby and Broby, and they
Well,
have
I
beaten
was
Newcastle
saying last night,
2-1.
Scotty,
That is
that-
incredible.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Going
He's
back
my
And I tell you what,
to
2 key
He's in
players
trouble
for
now.
me, Nick.
2000 when you had
and Alderete.
Pullet as the
I
manager.
thought they were outstanding here.
Broby's been immense this afternoon.
I
Holding
got
the ball up,
stitched
holding the
up
ball
by
up.
I tell you what, talk about
Tony
centre forward.
Cartledge on Radio
What
Newcastle.
display.
Talby's
Kim.
Deserved
Kim.
his
I
goal.
can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
Rigg goes down to the
Yeah.
Lees' end with Enzo Lefay. Mienda
You need to
down
have
there,
more
the
positivity,
substitutes as
Cabby,
well.
mate.
Broby, McKaylee, Hume all heading down to the
Positivity. The
Sunderland
fir- the
fans to
first
thank
25
them.
minutes,
They're all at the top of level
shreds the
7.
skin out of us. The
The
ground
Newcastle
to
fans
Park was
disappearing.
absolutely on fire.
Emptying
I
the
was
stadium
absolutely crapping it.
as Sunderland celebrate.
The thing is, though,
And,
mate,
Dan
like,
Nice one, Colin.
I'm going to
Just
say,
shakes the
like,
hand of Herr Trouder.
when we
Tell you what,
don't
it's
take
getting
our
boring when it
chances,
games, isn't it?
our first half's pretty good. Our second half is
Another
bad.
victory
Huh?
for Sunderland in the derby. Dan Burn
I'm still heady
goes down to
how
thank the
in,
fans with
but he's in
Joe
trouble.
Linton,
He
but it's
is
the
in
blue
trouble.
shirts of Sunderland that predominate on the pitch now.
Hey, Cabby.
Referee
He's
heads
feeling.
off.
He's
His
feeling
part has
good
been
now.
played. His afternoon's done. Sunderland's
Sorry, I didn't
players
say that,
celebrate the
guys.
way to our left.
He's,
At the
he's
Leeds'
out on
end.
the hallway having a
2,000
roll about. He's
Sunderland
feeling
fans up
good.
above them. And Newcastle's players just walk slowly around the pitch, thanking those that are left in the stadium in black and white.
Tell you what,
Brody
thumbs up to
is
you,
heading on
Scotty.
his own down
You've been the
the
starter
tunnel
there, like
here.
about.
On you, mate.
Look, I mean, if I was
The
to
rest
flip
of
the
the team
tables
up
around,
at
it's like,
Lees' end.
are you kicking yourself
Diarra
thinking, how
and
the
Alderete
hell
stand,
did you
calling the
lose that?
fans. Enzo
Do you
Lefay
know what it is, mate?
is,
I am and I'm
staring
not
up at
because
them
I've
as
seen
well.
it so many times this
all
season.
the coaching staff, all the staff heading down to
he's-
that end. Enzo Lefay punching the air.
He spends so much money on an
the
attack
excuses?
force and he's not using it.
Broby's jogging
He's
back
using
on again.
Gordon up front. Now
What's
that
the
tells me
excuses?
something
You said
that
on
he
Friday
doesn't
night,
trust
there'll
them.
be excuses.
Midweek
For
game.
me, as a Newcastle fan,
Oh,
you know,
we can only wait
credit
to
to
see.
you, he's kept
Tell you
going.
what,
I
what
think
a
he's
display,
knew the legs
especially
would
that
go.
second half. And credit
Your
to the
second, I'm just
manager
watching
again.
your second
I tell you
again,
what,
Tell you
and
what, he
He's
held
got
his
it right
nerve in
again.
terms of
defensive
substitutions.
errors,
Right.
and you just wanted it more again.
Newcastle can't complain, really. You've got to say they were a better team in the first 45 minutes. But,
I am kicking myself, but this was always a transitional season for me. We've had nobody at the top. Last summer was an absolute nightmare, and it's kicked us in the teeth all season.
You're just looking at Eddie Howe there, and you're just thinking, where do you go from here?
No, well done.
You know, it's interesting.
Credit to you.
Come
to St James's hostile environment.
Trying to get into Europe or Champions League. We win the game.
He's dealt with it really well.
Where do we go from here?
Well,
yes, he's on the back foot the first 20 minutes. After 35, 40 minutes, he's came into it, and we never really got going again.
Unbelievable.
He's got to look at his attack force. If he's not good, if he's using Wisser in the last 4 minutes of games, that's a £55 million striker. He's sat on the bench.
Back in 2 seconds. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah. No, it's.
I know.
I'm gobsmacked. I am.
I know. I'm not. It's a worry. I'm still Eddie Howe. I'm not going to chuck the toys out the pram with Eddie. He has got things to sort though, and I think on the flip side of the coin, if I take the emotions away from the game, maybe this is a good thing because you can actually look at the summer and see where you need, because I think there's a lot of positions that we need, and there's a lot of players need to look at themselves because we've spent a lot of money and we're not getting return. It'll happen. I do think it'll happen.
Yeah.
But there is results this season that are questionable. And it's not all on the manager. Some of them players have got to look at themselves.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree, Scotty. It's and it's something we said right at the beginning of the season, because we had effectively a completely new team. We didn't know what to expect from them, and I kept saying to myself, this team is still gelling together, and we were beating teams, and they are Sunderland are a difficult team to beat.
Yes,
generally.
Hello, Paul Stratton, mate. Sorry, Rob.
We've had some bad results recently, but they are a difficult team to beat. We've got a decent defence. Yeah, totally agree, Ghost Rider. I know exactly how you feel, mate. It's a tad nerve-wracking.
Oh. I mean, honest to God, and it's not just me. I mean, it's every single pundit as well was saying Newcastle's gonna wipe the floor with Sunderland because they were just expecting just a response, and they did. They did get a response. I mean,
yeah, it's a different. It's not. That's not a Premier League game. That is something that is totally out of any league. It's a one-off. The derby matches between Newcastle and Sunderland are one-offs. Simple as that. Doesn't matter how badly or how well a team's doing. You put them up into a derby match, and all form goes out the window.
It does. It does. You've done the double over us.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Again.
You do know the hoodoo will end one day.
Yeah, eventually it's got to.
Eventually it's got to end one day.
It's not going to run on forever. Well, we don't think it is, to be fair. And one day you will beat us, and we will be totally devastated by it.
Look, this is what Sunderland FC News and Banter have got on their page. Aye. I don't know if you can see that, but crikey, away. Give the strike a bit of respect there.
Why is Mr. Blobby there?
because we've got a striker called Robbie who scored. You see that?
Oh, yeah. It hasn't come up yet, but. Oh yes, yeah. That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
I mean, that's just like, well, look, that's what happens, isn't it? With shit hours where you get it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Stop screen sharing. I don't know. Hello,
I
Kieran, you live?
must admit,
Say hello.
I'm now looking forward to tomorrow's Geordies versus Mackems show. Baz said he might just not bother doing it. He said.
Well, Baz.
The thing is,
yeah,
I'm not as bothered because I've done this.
Yeah,
so I've already faced the fire.
Yeah, that's very true, Scott.
I've already faced the fire.
Good on you, mate, for joining us.
Hello, Andrew
Anytime.
Moore. It's going to crack on the chat. 3-star Reds. Good luck. I really do hope you do it, Spurs, like, because honestly, I didn't want Spurs down. Paul Stratton popped in. He's a Coventry fan. Hi, Cabby, long time no speak. Great win. Hope you're playing each other next season. There's no case of hope, mate. It's a fact that we will be. It's as simple as that. You'll be going up. There's that many comments coming in. I just can't keep up. Beaconsfield, how the F did we win that? I mean, I'm thinking the same. 3-star Mac and Davey would have loved both of these results.
Yeah, he would have. And one to mention is Billy McFly, Cabby. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Billy.
Happy birthday, Billy. Yeah. Well, there'll be lots. The Newcastle fans and stuff. There'll be. Do you think it'll be harsh if they're starting to put pressure on the manager, Scott? Are you the fact like
there already is pressure on him, mate? There already is, and things are only going to get louder after today. What Newcastle have to do, I think, the hierarchy have to stay strong and say, no, we're not sacking this manager because we've got a few poor results. Yes, it's against Sunderland. Yes, it is damning. But at the end of the day, though, he's the man that can turn it round too, because yet again, and I put it out there to any Geordie, who did he get in? Who did he bring in to change that? That's worth it. Glasner, that's a sidestep for me.
Yeah, I would say no.
Here's some more comments. Harry Trenholm, my friend from Pallium, says, big respect for Scott. Sorry we got the points this time. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Let's hope we both can stay in the Premier League for many seasons together. Absolutely well said, Harry. BGS says, Rob Cabby, love you. Effort, Scotty, love you too, lad, he says.
Yeah.
Andrew,
we'll get you one day. We'll get you one day.
How did you feel, Scott? You went 1-0 up, and with you were on fire. You were on fire. I mean, we were absolutely all over the place at the back. We were shocking. You must have thought Christmas has come early.
No, but see, the thing is, I think you see it differently because you look at some of the players, you look at some of the money spent, but I watch these guys week in, week out, and they're fragile at times. Mate, we are fragile, and the confidence isn't there. The attack force isn't right. He does have questions in the summer of how he's going to play next season. Because the thing is, everything he's doing at the minute, tactically, training-wise, he's having to do it in live games with players that aren't up to speed with the Eddie Howe style. And I know people say, like, the Eddie Howe style. There is a difference in intensity when you play for Eddie Howe. And you just got to look at Hall. It took a year to get Hall to where he is now. And Nick Voltemade, he's come from the German league. It's nowhere near like our league. Johan Wisser's come back from a bad knee injury. He's got a lot of answers. He's got a lot of questions, but I think he's still the man to do it. All credit to you. You took your chances, and that's what you've got to do in the league. We could have had 99% possession, but at the end of the day, if you don't put it in the onion bag, that's it. And
Correct.
we didn't. We hit the post. And that's football. That is football. You'll go away tonight. You'll have a hell of a party. You'll have won your cup final.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it was for us, Scotty. It was a cup final for us. Sod Port Vale, quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Who gives a toss? This was the important one. for all Sunderland fans, and it was just as important for Newcastle fans.
100%. 100%.
09, I thought, considering what he did at first half, I thought, I think he's had a pep talk from Xhaka, and I think he kept his cool head, and he was much better in the second half. I definitely think Xhaka laid into them at half time. Do you know what I'm saying? He must have.
I think he probably laid into them halfway through the first half, to be honest, because they improved markedly after about 15 minutes. Because it's like you said, they were absolute pants for the first 15 minutes. We could have been 3 goals down by that point quite easily. We were just giving the ball away without any sort of concern that we were giving the ball away. Yes, I mean, Reece, I think you're right. Anine did play a lot better in the second half. However, by that, it was his mistake that gave a stupid goal away. And it's not the first time this season that we've done that. But, I'm not going to take it away from the guys. They came back, they did the business, and I'm a happy man. Simple as that.
Do you like how he's regrouped? Did you like how you showed some fight and some bottle to go 1-0 down and then not
Scotty, we've done that. We've
do
done
it
that
all the time.
All the time this season. We did it at Chelsea, where we've capitulated in the first half. We've been absolutely dross. Something gets said in the dressing room. And we'll come back like we've had an injection or something. It's crazy. We'll come back with just somewhat switched on. But it's mad. I mean, a lot of Newcastle fans were also saying, cause I read all the comments when the match is on and stuff. When you were 1-0 down at half time, they also said the St James's Park was rocking for 25 minutes. But the longer the game went on, it was still only 1-0. The more nervy and quiet the St James's Park got. And they were saying that the players can feel the tension as well, because there wasn't the roar and there wasn't the singing from St James's Park, and it's mad how the scales just started to tip to Sunderland's way. It's just crazy. It's just mental, because I was dreading it for 20 minutes. I thought, oh no, I wanted to turn it off.
You can see a difference, like St James's Park Champions League, under the lights, all that. There's a difference. We seem to perform under the lights, late games, and in important games. Not that this isn't important, but when there's Champions League or an FA Cup, we're a very good cup team. We're not a very good league team at the minute, and that's got to change. Are you worried about second season syndrome?
Yes. We need to strengthen in the summer. We don't have the strength in depth. As Cabby said at the beginning of the game, we're fielding a lot of championship players that don't have necessarily the skill set that's required in the Premier League, and we need to have backup for the first team of suitable quality. And providing we do that, no, I don't think we'll struggle next season. But we've got to do that during the summer. We've got to strengthen.
I think the biggest problem is as well, though, is everybody's got money in the league now as well, or a bit of money, and everybody's strengthening. Fulham's quite strong, Bournemouth's strong, Brighton's strong. You just can't drop behind them, and it's the same for us. We can't drop behind them because you end up in trouble. I mean, you've got to the magic 40. What is it? 43 points now you're on after today.
Yes. Yeah.
You're breathing down the neck of Europa. A European spot. It would be a massive achievement, but would that worry you as well, being in Europe?
Oh, I wouldn't want it.
I don't want to be in Europe. Not next season. It's too early for us.
We're not like Newcastle, where we've got we don't have to worry if you get injuries because you've got such a solid second string squad. We ain't got that.
Have we though, Cabby? Really?
I think
like, look
well,
at
you have.
Joe Willock came on today, and I'm a big Joe Willock fan, and I think it's time he maybe went. We need better depth. And there's a few lads need to go. There's a rebuild at Newcastle going to happen. Needs to happen. And I don't think we're going to spend massive amounts of money in the summer because I don't think there's massive amounts to be spent. So he's going to have to go and get a couple of gems like yous have done and make them into very good Premier League players for the next season.
Were you not licking your lips, Scotty, when you seen our lineup at the beginning of the game? Like our second string keeper, who's like, he's just settling in. He's not the number one, and he's prone to make more mistakes. Which were you not sort of licking your lips?
You keep a yes, definitely. But then when you look at our lineup, we're not as deadly as we should be. So, mate, I've never gone into a game this season thinking this is a done deal. And not one game have I gone into this season thinking we're going to win this. The attack at times is lukewarm at best. We're not and he who shall not be named has left a massive hole in there because he was scoring goals, and I think Wissa could do it next season. But I'm worried if he can or not, because Eddie doesn't at the minute seem to trust him.
You think so?
And I might be wrong in that. People might disagree with it. To bring Wissa on with 4 minutes to go, it tells me something. I know he's come back from a bad knee injury, but you can't tell me that he's got more than 10, 15 minutes. He's got to have more in him. Eddie he'll be hurting today yet again. And the lads will be too. I don't know who we've got next, but I thought after today, I did think we'd get 3 points. And I was licking my lips for the end of the season, but now sort of cooled me guns a bit on Champions League. Now it's gone yet again. I think Europa's gone as well.
Do you think so though? I mean, I don't think it is.
It's can he pick them up from this to go again?
Do you not think, Scotty, this for you lot as well was possibly the worst game to bounce back against Barcelona? Because you've got that extra pressure, the fact like you've got to beat this hoodoo and you're expected to beat Sunderland. Not only are you expected, A, you're at home, B, the bounce back from Barcelona, C, with a newly promoted side, D, we're on our bare bones with injuries. Would you not think would have been better if you played just any other team apart from Sunderland to get that bounce back and reply that you needed?
Absolutely. I think this is one of the worst games. When I saw when I saw the fixtures, when we had Champions League before the first derby, 3 days before, I thought, well, there's something that we're going to really struggle with. I think every Newcastle fans looked at the derbies this year and gone, Champions League 3 days before, great. And we knew what happened the first time round, and we're reliving what happened the first time round. We haven't got the depth and the quality to bring on after the Champions League. He's having to use the same 11 in every cup. And I think I'm going to have a little pop at Eddie here. I think he has gone at every cup this year full tilt. And maybe he should have cooled these guns a little bit and gone, I need to prioritize something here. The biggest problem was this year is we were the holders of the Carabao Cup. So you've got to go full tilt on that. Champions League, there's no question about it. You've got to go for it. And the FA Cup, we were out quite quickly, and we were quite deep into the season when we started that. So the legs have gone a little bit. Lad. There's always next year.
And one thing I will say to Doug B, our Vancouver correspondent, yeah, good result, Doug. Enjoy your breakfast, mate. And to Dak, of course, who's in Vermont, so he'll still be quite early in the morning over there as well.
Do you know, even on our show last night, like I said, like Baz, he was 100%, wasn't he? He was 100% confident. He says, we're doing this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to show his backside in what window if we win.
Yeah, Phoenix window,
See,
wasn't it?
Why do you
Phoenix
think I
window.
didn't make that bet with you? Why do you think I kept stum?
It's the new Christmas display, apparently.
Oh dear God! The last thing we need to see is Baz's. The last thing we need to see is Baz's baubles in Phoenix window. Christ.
Yeah. Must remember to mention that tomorrow night, Cabby.
I was not. I wasn't confident. I've gone into every game this season though. I've not gone in that confident because it just we're not right at the minute, and I'm going to be critical. The strike force is letting us down.
I was amazed, Scotty. The second half, how open you were at the back. There was a few chances where we were just totally unmarked, and I just didn't get that because I thought like you would have had that intensity, especially after Barcelona, to not let Sunderland anywhere near it. But there was players in the Newcastle box that had broad daylight, and it was like that's something we do on a bad day. I was just amazed that the intensity wasn't there in the defence in such a big game.
Yes. I'm not making an excuse, but I think we haven't seen a training pitch for so long because we've been playing live games every 3-4 days.
That's what Baz says, isn't he? And Dan.
It is, yeah. And it's not a cop-out. It's when you don't see that for so long, you new lads and things that unravel in games, you can't sort in a dead game. He's got to sort them in a live game. And that's part of the problem. If you cock it up in a live game, it costs you. Well, on the training field, he can blow a whistle and go, I don't want you here. He can stop the game dead. You can't do that. They can look back at replays and stuff. They can, you can go over the training all the time and think of how he can sort problems out. He hasn't got that chance to do that. And if you get Europa, that's a problem you will come across as well.
Yeah,
I think Europe's the biggest pain in the backside. To be honest with you, for a lot of teams, you've got to have 3 squad depths to do.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I went on the Oil Brothers show the other week, and they see the likes of Doku and what's the Egyptian lad called? Can't think of his name. But they see a lot of them as second string players. Now, if you offered Mamouche, that's it. If you offered Doku and Mamouche to Newcastle or Sunderland, we'd lick our lips. They see them as second string or even, do you know what I mean? And when did we get to a Doku? I don't know what he cost, but when did we get to them players being reserve players? They're not reserve players. They're very, very good players that 99.9% of teams would kill to have in them.
And you know what, Scott? You brought this up as well. You brought up the fact, like, a big changing point as well was the fact when Newcastle were just starting to come into their own a little bit into the second half, and then there was that big pause for that that racial abuse that happened, and the referee called everybody. Do you definitely think that disrupted a lot of the momentum that you started to get?
Absolutely. And to be fair, I mean, if it's been confirmed racial abuse, and I will say this, then we got what we deserved as well, because at the end of the day, the fans are the 12th man, and if the 12th man's going to be stupid, you can pay for it, and we have. I don't know whether, because it's going to put a bit of fire in your bellies as well to go like, do you know what it is? We've come here, he's disrespected us beyond the point of banter. We're going to make his pay, and he's did. At the end of the day, where you walk away with some fans looking like absolute
2
DICKs,
seconds.
and yous have won the game. Yous have took the 3 points and yet again, cock of the north.
Yeah. Well, it's just something you were saying, and this is something I was saying last night with Baz and Cabby. And you were saying that you've struggled with your strike force this year. And last year, your team was set up to supply the rat.
Yeah.
And it's something I said, Liverpool seem to have struggled this season, because what they did is when they bought the rat off you, they just put him into an established format.
Yeah.
That didn't work. And I was just wondering, is the issue that Newcastle have at the moment the fact that your team is largely set up to supply a single striker who's very good at putting the ball in the net?
Yes.
rather than wingers and forwards that are not as adept at scoring goals.
And this is exactly it. This is where the training field comes into a big play, because we're set up for one man.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, he who shall not be named, whether Newcastle fans like it or not, and yet again I might get pelters for it, at the minute it looks like we need him and he needs us, because at the end of the day he has not set the world on fire at Liverpool. So
no, he didn't.
Does he? He's got to be sat there, and I don't care. He might not be. I don't know his personality in general, but he's going to be sat there going, "I was setting the world alight a year ago. Now I'm under the cosh. I'm injured. Yeah, he was injury prone at Newcastle as well, but when he wasn't, he was scoring goals, and we loved him.
But your team was set up to supply him, knowing he would score goals.
Yeah.
And
Voldemort is a different player, and so
he
is
is. We were discussing this last night with Baz. I personally think Voldemort is more of an 8 or a 10 rather than a 9.
I would say he's a 10. He's not a 9.
Yeah, he's an inside forward, not a centre forward.
And this is why
whereas the rat was your archetypal big man centre forward, play the ball up, he'll put it in the net for you. And I think Liverpool's struggles have been the fact that they've got Ekatike, who's another one. Wirtz is more of an inside forward, but Ekatiki's another striker, and their setup wasn't designed for
Alexander
play
Isak.
the ball up to a big striker. It was play the ball out to the likes of Salah, who'll skin a defence and score a goal. And I think Slot has been trying to change the way Liverpool play to accommodate the likes of Ratboy and
they're going through what we're
like.
going through. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They're going through a transition.
Yeah.
And Newcastle are going through a transition. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like that, though. What they want is the transition to be linear, and the transition not to have any bobbles in it, no rocky road in it, and it's never going to happen that way. Like, yes, today is a damning defeat, but it doesn't define us. We move on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, at some point Sunderland will go through a transitional period.
Yeah.
And then yous will be sitting there going, how do we fix this? Do you know what I mean? Like every club does.
Yes. Yeah.
I
would agree.
Scotty, there's a lad in the chat asked a question. I think he's aimed it at you. He says, mate, can anyone tell me why Newcastle made 6 subs today?
One will be a head injury sub. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The head injury sub doesn't come into your 5.
Yeah, that's right.
Head injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why.
That is nuts. Well, I'm gonna end the stream there. Massive respect to Scotty. I mean, this is the thing of the derby. You take it and you give it, and you know what I mean. I honestly
100%.
thought at the beginning of the beginning of the game, Scotty was had a Cheshire cat grinning away, and I figured the worst. I says, "Oh, for God's sake!"
Do you know what it is? This is why I never give it before the 90 minutes is up, because I just know I've been burnt there before.
Yeah, you're not the only one, mate. We've been there. We've seen it. We've suffered. But no, good on you, Scotty, for joining us, mate. Greatly appreciated.
It's been fantastic.
As always.
Right, I'm just ending the stream. Just hold on a sec. I'm just ending the stream on my OBS anyway, so I'm not shutting them thingy down. StreamYard. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for Scotty. He's been such a good sport, but this is what they're like on the Black and White Eyes channel. They are good lads. Cheers, Rob and his dog. And for myself, Matt and Cabby.